going to the toilet. It's part of my speed run. Don't wear trousers because it just wastes time having to take them off later.
Oh, there's the stream. Okay, stream is up again. I don't really know.
Yeah, I can hear me in the stream because the first thing the only thing I could hear was going to the toilet.
Good time to come in. All right. Let me try cutting this off. Is there still an echo? You guys say something.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me twice? This is the voice of Enigma. There is an echo now.
Yeah, that would work. And there's still an echo. Okay, what if I turn this off? Now, I suspect you probably can't hear them at all, but if you can, go ahead and say something.
Hello.
Shay said hello. Did you guys hear that? Now we wait 30 minutes. 30 seconds, rather. Got it. Yeah, we're streaming on dial-up now.
Are we? Are we really? Man, I spend like £300 a month for this super fast fibre optic internet. And it doesn't do anything. It never works.
Well, unfortunately, it's really my internet that's the deciding factor on this one.
Okay, I was going to say my Wi-Fi has been kind of wonky lately, too.
Yeah, well, I've got Comcast, so...
Ooh.
Yeah, my wife is kind of strange as well. That's why we're going to marriage counselling.
And hey, stealinbread just sent me a contact request because of course he did.
Yep. I saw that he just got on.
All right, we'll bring stealinbread in, and it'll be a 4-man group.
We gotta have someone talking about roleplay.
We have to have somebody talk about RPGs.
Hey.
I mean RPGs, yes, not roleplay.
Yes. Talk about roleplay and so Lennon, what do you like to roleplay?
Well,
RPGs are for kids, mate. That's not true. I'm sorry.
Okay, so would each of you like to introduce yourselves? Because I think we're gonna go ahead and get started here.
No.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, cool, cool. Yeah, awesome.
All right, I'll elect you, Lennon. You're the most well known and famous person among us. So why don't you go first?
I have more subscribers than all of you combined.
Dude, you have you have more than anybody else on the internet.
Wow, that's crazy.
Lennon is in fact the man behind PewDiePie. So Lennon is PewDiePie. That's his real name.
No, I just write his scripts.
Okay, I'm hanging up and I'm leaving.
No, I'm just childhood friend of Josh, and I'm a Nintendo fanboy. I also play PC games, but yeah, no subscribers here.
he's the biggest Zelda fan I know.
Yes, there we go. Well, Josh is a pretty big Zelda fan.
Well, not nearly as big as you. I mean, you actually beat the games.
John doesn't?
Oh, I thought you said Josh. Yeah, no.
No.
Is this John Tron or Jon Snow?
Both.
You know nothing.
Oh. John Tro? John Snon? I don't know.
Okay, and Shay, if people don't know who you are, then who are you?
Hi, I'm Shay. I'm that Scots cunt that sometimes leeches off the Geek Critique's success. Sorry, I shouldn't say the C word. Sorry, I fucked it up. I'll start again.
And now you dropped an F-bomb, man. Come on.
Damn it. This isn't going well for... In my defense, I am a degenerate. I'm Shay, and it's like 1 o'clock in the morning here, and I have a YouTube channel in which I talk at length about Sonic the Hedgehog and never having sex.
So I don't understand how your channel differs from mine based on that.
Well, I less Donkey Kong, really.
Less Donkey Kong, yeah, alright. Speaking of, I figured this is a game that I can sort of play and only halfway pay attention to. Okay, and
Sorry, I was wondering what was happening there. Right.
Yeah, we're talking about the new Donkey Kong Country game announced on the Direct, Donkey Kong Country Baja Blast.
Baja Blast, nice.
Really excited for it. This is exactly what I wanted Retro Studios to do. So yeah,
sure. I like the direction of the new Donkey Kong game, really, of Baja Blast. I mean, I thought it was quite an interesting decision to have Candy, the 105% ending, have Candy Kong finally get her tits out.
Well, well, to be fair, that only happens if you beat the game within a 2-hour time limit, and you have to 107% it. So
that's true. So basically, it's the evolution of the Metroid formula.
Yeah, I mean that was kind of a. I think what Retro was going for there was in fact, you know, sort of a shout out to their old Metroid Prime series. Just a little callback there.
I also thought it was quite interesting that they incorporated the scan visor into Donkey Kong.
Oh my god, that would be so horrible. Fuck the scan visor, man.
Oi, whoa, scan visor is my waifu.
Well, okay, but no, scan visor, I think, was the reason that I could never get into Metroid Prime when I was younger, because, like, I wanted to scan things, but I didn't actually enjoy doing it. But I felt like I had to, and so, okay, why are we talking about this? This is...
Yeah, sorry, this isn't what we're here to do.
We also, John, stealinbread still not introduced himself.
Oh, hey, I'm stealinbread. I speedrun, and I'm actually hosting your channel right now, from when I just got done streaming.
Oh, really? Cool.
Yeah, I'm a speedrunner, longtime gamer, and I just like games. They're really cool.
Okay.
So yeah.
See, I'm a hardcore video gamer. You know, I'm a hardcore gamer, so I don't like any games at all.
Hey,
of course.
That's good for you, man. Good for you.
More importantly, John, I keep calling him John. Do you mind if I call you John?
You can call me John or Brett. I don't really care. It's whatever.
Okay, cool. Can I call you Bob Ross?
You can call me Bread Ross.
Bread Ross.
Nice.
More importantly, though, John is a much bigger RPG fan than I am, and considering how much this Direct focused on RPG titles, I think he'll be a valuable voice to add to the conversation.
Oh yeah, perhaps so.
Perhaps so. Okay then, Lennon.
Yeah.
Entertain the people for a minute.
Oh boy. Well, it all started in New Jersey.
Oh my god.
Sorry, I pulled one from Shay.
This story again.
Me and Lennon used to host a podcast a very, very, very long time ago that was about just things that we were interested in. And I would always tell him to entertain the people because he was absolutely terrible at it.
I am terrible. Well, see, you threw it at me and I'm just like, what?
Well, okay, it's not that you're not entertaining, it's that you're bad when you're put on the spot like that.
Yes, that's it. Very, very bad.
Listen, can I just make a suggestion to the chat? Don't mention Papyrus and don't mention Undertale in general because it'll set me off and I'll start crying. You know, I'll just like cuddle up into the fetal position and start crying and masturbating all over again.
So you recommend that I play Undertale then?
Yeah. No, it made my heart sing a little song. I sound very enthusiastic about it.
Oh my god.
All right, well, so that Shay doesn't cry and masturbate at the same time. Doing one of those things is fine. Doing both of them simultaneously is not. Let's go ahead and get started here. We'll so the Nintendo Direct is ostensibly the topic of the day.
It is?
Yeah.
I think so.
And it's quite exciting, like, ugh.
You sound very excited, yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm just like baked right now. not like literally baked, but like just in a very Stephen Barry kind of mindset right now.
Interesting.
I like how only me and Lennon will even understand what you're talking about when you say that.
Oh my goodness. I'm really high.
Oh, okay. Well, that should good podcasting. Good podcasting.
Good podcasting. Yes, absolutely.
We can go perfectly along with our previous podcast.
We were never high on our previous podcast, were we?
The craziness, I guess.
Well, there was that one time when we each had like 4 cans of WWE energy drink.
God. Oh.
That was the worst episode. I can't listen to it to this day. I cannot get through it because we're so annoying.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Nintendo Direct, shall we?
Yes, we shall. All right, so this was the first Nintendo Direct since June, and moreover since the passing of Satoru Iwata, and
God rest
his soul. And there's been a lot of concern over whether like Direct would even continue, whether they would even continue doing it. And admittedly, I think in the shift since Iwata, it has been a little bit. Nintendo seemed to have a little bit of a trouble getting its messages out there.
Yeah, it seemed a little watered down.
Oh, too soon.
Oh.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you there, Josh. It just kind of like, yeah. Ever since Iwata's passing, it seems like Nintendo's kind of taken a backseat for announcements, as opposed to the other two major companies we all know and love.
And like, Sega and 3DO, right?
Yeah, exactly.
The thing is, like, the Direct is such a good way for Nintendo to get news and get announcements out there. Like not every Direct is good, but every Direct has the potential to be like this like mini version of E3, and in fact sometimes better than E3. So I'm really glad to see them continuing.
Yeah, to be fair, I thought this one was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. And I kind of have to say that from a kind of third-person perspective, because personally, like, I mean, a lot of that stuff really had impact, and you could tell people would get excited about it, but it's just not for me personally, for various reasons. But, like, I mean, I thought that was going to have a lot less impact than it actually did. So, fair play to them there, that was, you know.
Yeah, man, like, Kovar saying in the chat right now that he's, like, me and him talked about it a little bit this morning, and, like, honestly, like, I wasn't expecting this much either. He just says that it's weird that they didn't announce Minecraft for Wii U, since like everybody knows that's coming at this point. And yeah, that is really weird. When near the end, when Reggie said that they only had one more trailer left, I'm like, okay, well, it's going to be Minecraft.
Yeah, you told me.
I was like, man, Metroid, please. But that's just the Metroid
like,
fan in me, though.
I suspect. Listen, I like it. Me and you are friends now because you like Metroid. I fucking love Metroid. But I suspect we're not going to get anything Metroid until the NX. I've got my fingers crossed for a launch title, but yeah, no, like we're not going to get anything until at least like next year's E3 for more information. So I reckon it's going to be 2017 at least.
Yeah, I definitely agree. If there was a Metroid title in development for the Wii U, they would have announced it by now.
Yeah.
I didn't know if I'd lost you guys or what had happened. All right,
no,
so
I mean, you know, I'm just thinking about Metroid just now, and I might start crying and masturbating in the fetal position on the floor.
Now, if Samus was in Undertale, what would that do?
If Samus was in Undertale, well, I'd question whether Toby Fox had the rights to the Metroid series in general, and honestly, I'd trust him with it too, because Undertale has some good mechanics, and so he could probably make a good Metroid game and make it creative or something. I don't know. But
what if
maybe,
you completed Undertale?
Maybe I'm just grasping at straws. So.
Well, I meant more, what would it cause Jay to do if Samus was in Undertale? Because we know both Metroid and Undertale cause him to cry and masturbate simultaneously.
Oh, well. Dang.
Well, I would cry and masturbate more. It would be like a waterfall. It'd be like two waterfalls, in fact.
So yeah, first direct since Satoru Iwata's passing. And the first thing that was announced.
I'll start crying and masturbating.
God.
No, sorry. Right, cut all this out. Cut the whole thing. Sorry, I've ruined it.
So, Lennon, I think the first thing that they talked about might make you cry and masturbate simultaneously. Would you like to talk about that?
Hold on, I gotta clear the tears. About Twilight Princess?
Yeah, Twilight Princess HD.
First off, to me personally, and most people won't probably agree with me, but I figure Twilight Princess as probably my favorite 3D Zelda game by far.
Really?
Yes. So seeing it was pretty cool, even though I kind of knew it was coming. Like, I've heard somewhere.
Yeah, I think like an icon for it leaked on the eShop or something.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so I heard it was coming, and I was like, ooh, cool, whatever. And at first, I was like, when I saw it on the Direct, I was like, well, what's that different? Wasn't it already, really pretty? So I actually had to go back and look at gameplay to compare. I was like, okay, yeah, I can see the upgrade. But at the same time, I'm like, well, is it enough to really want to get the game again, to play again?
Well, graphics are everything.
Yeah, that's true. But they had the Amiibo thing to it.
When I heard people saying, oh, it doesn't look much better than the original, I'm like, but actually it looks pretty sharp compared to the original if you go back and compare. But
I wouldn't disagree with that at all, yeah. But, like... Sorry, go ahead, Shay.
Sorry. My contention with it is, because I think, if anything, Twilight Princess was a game that needed HD because of its graphical style. The Wind Waker didn't.
Oh yeah, it looked muddy. It looked muddy playing on an HD TV on the Wii.
Yeah, exactly. The Wind Waker, I would argue, was the Zelda game that needed the least kind of an overhaul because it still looks absolutely fantastic on the GameCube, whereas the more realistic style of Twilight Princess doesn't really look that great. So, I think graphically, I can see the choice, I can see that being a good decision. But my contention with it is, since 2010, we have had Four Swords 3DS, Ocarina of Time 3D, Skyward Sword, which is new, Wind Waker HD, A Link Between Worlds, which heavily recycled content, Majora's Mask 3D, Triforce Heroes, which is new, and now, of course, Toilet Incest HD.
Wait, did you call it Toilet Incest HD?
I couldn't... No. I said Twilight Princess.
So on the flip side of this, I really liked Twilight Princess when it came out. I'm friends with a lot of people that speedrun Twilight Princess. I'm learning to speedrun that game. I'm really interested in it. And for HD remake to come out of this game, all my friends were just so ecstatic. They're like, dude, my life is complete. That wasn't my reaction, but I'm pretty fucking stoked. I kind of want to get a Wii U now.
Well,
Not just for that game, of course, but all these new releases continually make me want to get a Wii U. I mean, I've wanted one for a long time. I just haven't really had the funds to do so. But yeah.
As much as we
so that's my take.
Think of the Amiibo at this point. What do you think of the new Amiibo for the Wolf Link?
I don't really care about Amiibos. So
I've already forgotten what it does in the game.
There's supposed to be some kind of benefit where it saves your game data from Twilight Princess. So that
and then you can use it in the new Zelda.
It's supposed to help, something we don't know yet.
Well, to Shay's point about how many Zelda remakes there have been lately, I feel like the reason they're doing that is basically just to sort of hold people over between the major real Zelda releases, and as long as it's not taking development away from a new proper Zelda, I think it's okay. But nonetheless, I can see that sort of fatigue set in, especially, I remember well the days when 1,800 Sonic the Hedgehog compilations had come out in the past 5 years, and...
Yeah, exactly. It's, and I think fatigue is exactly the word for it. It makes sense to me as a decision, but I'm sitting here now you know what, I can't even muster a fuck. It's...
In a vacuum, though, I am pretty excited for it. I was especially happy to see that Link is left-handed in this version, which I think indicates that it's going to be based on the GameCube original.
Yes.
my experience with Twilight Princess was basically that, like, I rented it. I rented it from Blockbuster, so that's how long that's how long ago that was. I rented it on the GameCube before I got a Wii, and I played about half of it. And then, of course, I got a Wii, and I ended up playing the Wii version, but I couldn't really get into it again. Like, I couldn't muster the enthusiasm to play through what I'd already played through. And so, yeah, I think it's been long enough now, and I think especially, you know, I vastly preferred the GameCube controls to the Wii controls anyway. And, yeah, I'm looking forward to this.
I think I was just a little disappointed that they still haven't really putting new information on the new Zelda game, but that was just me.
Well, yeah. They did show that image in, say, 2016,
yeah,
so it's definitely...
I'm probably looking more than that, but I was like, yeah, well, what can I do?
Well, sorry, speaking of kind of on the general theme of ports, one thing I didn't actually think about for Twilight Princess HD is it'll be really, really nice to be able to play it with both a typical controller that has motion controls, so you can aim more accurately.
Oh, true.
Yeah, that will be good.
And hopefully it'll have like full 3D camera as well, because I'm not sure if the GameCube one did. It probably did. But yeah, the other thing.
The GameCube version did have 3D camera. Yeah, I that's another thing that I really didn't like about the Wii version, because I get so used to having that.
Yeah, but as for Zelda Wii U, it's hinted, because it was said on the thing that the Wii U version of the new Zelda, which suggests it might actually be shifted onto it might be doing a Twilight Princess, in that it is like kind of a Wii U swan song at the same time it's an NX launch title.
I could totally see them doing that.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
And how do we feel about that if that's the case?
I have mixed feelings. Sorry.
To be honest,
yeah,
it would encourage
if that's the
NX
case, then it's kind of mixed feelings all across the board.
Well, it's hard to say right now just because we know so little about the NX. Basically, like people think that it's going to be like a hybrid console handheld kind of thing, and I don't know. What do we know about it beyond that?
I wonder
or what do we think we know about it?
I wonder if it's not going to be something more like Steam.
How so?
Like the Nintendo eShop being cross-transferable between consoles. I mean, it's already like between the 3DS and Wii U, but like to new consoles as well.
Well, or have it like on smartphones. Like, imagine if you could buy like an NES game and then actually play it on multiple units instead of having to buy it individually.
Wow, playing NES games on a smartphone? What a
revolutionary
idea!
Well, it'd make Nintendo a lot of money, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if they don't have something, because the analogy with Steam was because like, for instance, I have Steam on both my desktop and my laptop, so I can just quickly transfer a game onto my laptop, and then like if I'm like a small game obviously, and if I'm going somewhere I can just play that. And I wonder if it's not maybe working on that principle somehow. I don't know.
Well, then of course Steam also has that in-home streaming.
Yeah. And with the new like Steam controller and everything, it seems that they are trying to bring it more into the living room and everything. So I don't know. Like you say, we don't know anything about the NX.
Yeah, Chad's saying the same thing. It's just like, I agree. We don't know much about the net. It could be really anything. So I don't want to get too hyped or speculate too much and get our hopes up.
Yeah.
Well, the if nothing else, I expect the NX will be backwards compatible with the Wii U, just because Nintendo. Okay, if I'm Nintendo right now, then I'm looking at Wii U sales and thinking to myself, geez, there's going to be a lot of people who've missed out on these games. And so if they're hoping the NX is going to be more successful, like, I'd be kind of surprised if it wasn't backwards compatible with Wii U in some way. So
yeah,
I mean, if nothing,
makes sense.
But yeah, as far as the new Zelda being an NX launch game and coming out on the Wii U, totally see that. It's been 10 years since Twilight Princess.
Oh my god, you're making me feel old. Dang, man. Nice.
Me and Lennon went and stood in the line at Best Buy on November 19th, 2006, and it was freezing.
I remember those days when my metabolism still worked.
What's that?
Same, but not at Best Buy.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Alright, the next thing, let me look here at my notes. The next thing at the Direct. Okay, yeah, like, I have a question here. Like, what new features would you like in this Twilight Princess HD version? Like, I think it's pretty clear that we'll get sort of a similar suite to what was on the Wind Waker HD in terms of like the menu integration on the gamepad. But is there anything else that you might like to see?
Skip for casual people, like skipping the intro to warrant replay value, because the intro is admittedly kind of boring. Now, there are speedrun tricks to skip the intro, but I would like an actual, like, just a way to skip the intro for, like, casual.
Dirty casuals, yes.
Not dirty casuals, just people who don't speedrun, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely.
The Twilight Princess.
Sorry,
mate, you carry on.
Oh, so I didn't think about the benefits to adding things to Twilight Princess, because I figured it'd just be HD and that was going to be it. But if they do add things to it, then maybe, yes, I will want to buy it.
And maybe, like, some, I don't know, some bonus content, like
yes, definitely.
Gen or something.
Well, I know Wind Waker didn't do anything like that. Wind Waker didn't have any...
Wind Waker destroyed the tedium that was the Triforce starts, though.
That's true, and it had the fast sail, which I really liked.
And it had, like, some really cool new glitches that made it actually faster to run than the original. Sorry, when I think of Zelda games, I think... No, it's just like, that's like my life, dude. When I get excited for a new game that's a re-release, I already know, like, the tricks and stuff to beat the original fast. So I'm like, I wonder if this will have the same glitches, or it'll have, like, the same and different ones, or maybe it'll just have entirely different ones. Like, it's very specific to me.
What I hated, the only thing that I didn't like about Wind Waker HD was the lack of Tingle Tuner. The Tingle Tuner was like my favorite thing about Wind Waker.
That was really cool, yeah.
Actually, now that I think about it, my major problem with both Wind Waker HD and Majora's Mask 3D, and saying this, still fantastic games, I would say Wind Waker HD is certainly the definitive version of that, but I felt like sometimes that the streamlining efforts kind of maybe went a bit too far in places. Like, there were... because although it made the Triforce quest not a chore, it didn't replace it with anything that was quite as much build up. So by the time you reached Ganon, you were just, oh, is that it? You know, there was nothing kind of before him, and there was a lot of that. There's the same in Majora's Mask 3D. So I would like to see them go in the opposite direction with Twilight Princess and make it more difficult, because it had this really intense atmosphere, but the gameplay was so easy that it didn't really back it up.
Yeah, and honestly, that's sort of, I think, part of why I have trouble getting into 3D Zelda games in general, is that, like, it's, like, whoops, as I die in Donkey Kong Country. Oh, no, I didn't die, holy crap. Well, now, wait. Okay, I'm fine. I killed Espresso, but I'm fine. Anyway, yeah, like, I don't... Like, the 3D Zelda games usually fail to hold my interest just because they're not difficult enough. Like, I don't feel like I'm overcoming much of anything. I feel like I'm just putting time into the game until I get further in it.
That's true, I can see that.
And, like, Majora's Mask, I remember, I haven't played it in a long time, but I remember it being a lot more challenging. So that's...
It is, objectively.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
It takes Ocarina of Time's formula and it just builds on it. It assumes you've played Ocarina of Time and you already know what you're doing. So the first dungeon, even the first dungeon, is like miles ahead of, you know, the Deku Tree in Ocarina. So
as far as Twilight Princess HD goes, I'd like to see them, like, I'm gonna mess up the terminology here, I think, but I remember these really, really tedious challenges where you had to play as Wolf Link, like, in the Dark World and collect gold bugs. And,
oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, that was
like,
kind of annoying.
If they could find some way to...
Twilight Princess.
Yeah, if they could find some way to streamline that, or just give you, like, a better radar or something, like...
Well,
yeah,
I would honestly just like to see them completely change that, just like give you something, another completely different challenge to overcome there, because like it was such an anticlimax being like, oh, you must repel the darkness that is covered the cursed land by collecting some bugs.
yeah, no, dude, I completely agree with you.
I never thought of it that way, but yeah. And honestly, that's probably like part of the reason why I could not get into it on the Wii again, because I was like, I don't want to go... Like, I had just gotten through, I think, the last bug collecting quest, on the GameCube version, and I was like, I do not want to do all that again.
You haven't played Skyward Sword yet, have you? At all?
I've played it just a little bit. I think I played
it does a
like,
very similar thing for a little bit. Like
So I've
tears.
Oh,
yeah, I haven't heard a lot of good things about Skyward Sword.
Nah.
It's actually pronounced Scrimpwood Shrimp.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Oh.
Sorry, I don't know. Yeah.
Okay, so getting off of Zelda, I think now. Oh, well, Triforce Heroes. Has anybody here played Triforce Heroes?
Nope.
No.
I haven't heard great things, but it's getting new free DLC called The Den of Trials. I don't have much to say about it.
No,
Neither do I.
no.
So,
It looks like, another... Yeah.
It looks like an enemy gauntlet run, but, it's free DLC, so I think that's fine.
Yeah, like more free content is always good, and Nintendo are really good at that. Like
Yeah, they
as much
definitely are.
as much as I get kind of cross at some of the Amiibo nonsense, they are really good with free DLC.
Alright, so now I think we can get off Zelda. Let me keep having to pause and look
No,
over
we've got
this.
Hyrule Warriors.
That's true.
Now I will say, they also showed off a fierce deity armor for like the little chibi Triforce Hero style Link, and I thought that was adorable.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, if somebody wants to like monitor the chat and sort of answer questions that are being asked there, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I'm
And
kind of
like-
skimming through it a little bit.
Because like I can't really. Let's see. Kovar says he got the demo, didn't play it. They're talking about Definitive Dubs is like, are they even reading the chat? And yeah, we do kind of need to pay more attention.
yeah, sorry
to
about
them.
that.
The next
No,
game they
I
talked
gotcha.
about was Next game they talked about was Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon. Again, I've never played any of the Mystery Dungeon games.
Same. I don't know much about it.
You play as a Pokemon and you explore mystery dungeons.
I guess so.
They did say something kind of funny though. They said like you have to solve the mystery of why Pokemon are being turned to stone.
That is interesting, somewhat, but
I mean,
it's not a
if you're-
game series I care for, I guess. But
It's-
I can see the appeal.
It's not a series that I'm super familiar with, but from what I remember, Mystery Dungeon 3 just like dumbed everything down completely, like, all the mechanics, all the areas, everything. And this new one looks set to kind of maybe expand a little bit, but not nearly as much as the second game. And apparently it just reuses the first map anyway, so I don't even think Pokemon Mystery Dungeon fans are particularly enthused.
Pokemon Mystery Dungeon fans, that's a term I've never heard before.
They're out there.
Oh, there's more Pokemon news later, but next up they talked about new Splatoon content, and this sort of relates to the DLC we were talking about. Nintendo has been so freaking good at, like, they could have charged like they've added so much content to Splatoon at this point. They could have charged like $40 for everything they've added. Now, admittedly, the base game when it first came out was pretty light on content, but it was light for a reason. And it was so they could add all this DLC, and now they're well past stuff that's on the disc, and they're still going, and I really, really think that's cool.
Well, I think over the
Yeah.
years, DLC have been kind of negative lately, so I think more developers are trying to give out for DLC. But yes, the Splatoon DLC looks amazing.
Now, that said, I haven't played Splatoon in so long that when they showed that trailer showing off the new stuff, I was like, I can't tell what's new and what isn't. I played Splatoon just a ton when it first came out, and eventually it hit that point that most multiplayer online games get to, where I'm like, well, this is pretty good, but I could be playing TF2 instead. I still get that way about games.
An interesting conclusion to come to.
Well,
know
what's
a lot-
funny is I came to
go
the
ahead.
exact same conclusion.
Oh, well, dang, man.
I'm
Sorry, I didn't
focusing
mean to
on
interrupt
barrels
you
here.
No, it's completely okay.
Yeah, overall, I think the Splatoon update will definitely get me to play a little bit longer. Just a little bit.
Yeah, I'll probably hop back into it. By the way, Bill Trennan made a pun at this point. He said, many infamous paintings will be in the new map. So
Oh.
that was Bill's pun for the direct. Kovar says Splatoon needs a co-op mode, and yeah, that'd be cool. Definitive Dub says, Josh, I see you got Baja Blast early. What do you think of it? I don't understand this menu screen that they added that I'm on right now. Like, why is Snoopy there? Is he a Donkey Kong Universe character now? Will he be in the next Diddy Kong Racing?
Well, I think the better question is, will Donkey Kong be in the upcoming Peanuts movie?
Well, no, that was confirmed like in 2013.
Oh, it was? I must have missed that Nintendo Direct. I must have missed that Charles Schultz Direct.
Oh my god.
We got Super Mario Maker. Super Mario Maker is getting a portal site that will allow you to find stages, and then you can flag them in game from the site.
See, Nintendo are just adorably incompetent at this, because they're like, hey, a basic search function, we'll add that in as free DLC, so it's impossible to be particularly upset, but still, just like checkpoints and the ability to search for what you want, and they're adding that in later.
Yeah.
They probably realized that after like fans were like, we really, really need this.
I think it's interesting that this is going to be like this search site is going to be separate from the game. Like you browse it on PC or on your smartphone. They really pushed the fact that you could browse it on your smartphone. Like you're going to be, I don't know, sending it a restaurant and be like, I wonder what Mario Maker levels I can play when I get home. That seemed a little weird. But I am happy to see them adding useful search functionality to Mario Maker. That's
Yeah.
It is ludicrous that the game didn't ship with that. Any other thoughts on Mario Maker?
I don't have it, so I have no opinion.
I want to get
sorry.
it, but I don't yet, so I can't say much on it. But it looks cool.
It is cool. I've been playing quite a bit of it. Kovar, who's in the chat right now, has made some rather clever levels.
Wow, you beat Donkey Kong Country really fast. You're already on Donkey Kong Country 2, man.
Oh no, man! This is Baja Blast. I unlocked Diddy and Dixie.
Yeah. That's right. You unlocked Trixie Kong. I see. Yes.
I went to that menu with Snoopy, and that's where you unlocked Diddy and Dixie.
Oh, gotcha.
Or rather, just Dixie.
If you collect 1,000 bananas, you unlock the New Jersey level.
The New Jersey. Oh wow. Dang.
Dustin VG Master is upset that I'm muting David Wise, but it'll be okay. We could have Shay sing the theme song instead.
No. I was thinking.
If only I was playing Sonic R instead.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I would.
I was playing.
The reason I say no is because I can't get JonTron's like out of my head from an old Game Grumps episode.
I think that'll do. Alright, after Mario Maker, there was Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival, and oh my god, guys, most anticipated game of the year, or most anticipated game of all time. What do you think?
Easily most anticipated game of the year. I love playing a game where I can get happy points. It just makes me so ecstatic.
I hope that you can... Go ahead.
Sorry, my major problem with like the Mario Party series is that like in between I was just sitting there and I could select Mario and Luigi from the menu, and I was just thinking to myself, this is like, I think this gameplay experience would be much improved if I actually had to spend money to play as these characters.
Yeah, exactly.
I
have always said that.
I'm really disappointed that I don't have to get up off my arse and then put a little toy on my screen in order to change my character. I think this is long overdue, and obviously this is going to be Game of the Year 2013.
I just want to get the happy points. That's all I care about.
I hope that there's some kind of a mini game or some kind of a function featuring the super happy tree from Yoshi's Story. I think that'll be appropriate.
Yeah.
Lennon, are you excited about Animal Crossing Amiibo Party, whatever the fuck it's called?
Can you play it without amiibos?
I mean, who would do that? Who would want to do such a thing?
Fucking idiots.
Me?
I actually have no idea if you can play. It comes with Amiibo, right? It comes with some.
Right. Yes. I would think so.
So maybe not.
I guess not then. Interesting.
But there's also like Amiibo cards, so
Here's
that's
the question I really have. Can I play with my Link Amiibo?
Now see that might actually no, you have to play as the iconic Animal Crossing cast.
I don't care about that.
You know, like Sally the Chipmunk is way more iconic than Link could ever be.
Oh right, yeah.
So anyway, yeah, Game of the Year 2013. I agree.
Yeah.
Amiibo. Definitive dubs. I guess that's Shay saying Amiibo.
Jeez.
Amiibo Festival. Rikaku887 says Amiibo Festival is Mario Party but without the fun. It's like Hamburger Helper without meat, which is like having a romantic dinner by yourself.
But Mario Party without the fun, isn't that just Mario Party?
Speaking of fun Mario games, we have Mario Tennis Ultra Smash.
Didn't they just, is it already out, or they just added that a little bit of update?
Oh, this is Nintendo's big game for Christmas.
Oh, of course.
I'm just interested to see if they'll announce a port to the Virtual Boy, and then I'll probably care. No, okay, fine. Mario Tennis Ultra Smash. It's a Mario sports title. It looks okay.
It looks competent.
What can we really say about it? Does anybody have any thoughts?
Well, does it have Serena Williams in it? Because she is a goddess, and I will buy it if she's in it.
No, but it does have Danica Patrick.
Oh,
oddly enough, I don't understand that one.
It's got my sale now. Does it have Tiger Woods? Yeah, no, I remember getting Mario Tennis Power Play or whatever it was for the GameCube.
Mm-hmm.
And just it was fine. It was. Listen, I don't think about it on a daily basis. Let's put it that way. So.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of the problem. Like, it's Mario Tennis, and it's gonna cost $59.95, and I don't know why you would buy it for that.
Unless you're a parent buying something for your kids for the Christmas. I mean, that's...
I guess it's just... And the character, the unlockable characters have all already been announced, and it's like a Spritzy, which are the little fairy things from Mario 3D World.
Oh yeah,
and like Dry Bowser.
He's slightly more exciting.
And Diddy Kong is and once again Diddy Kong is not in it, so that's mysterious.
I think Nintendo are just racist against monkeys at this point.
Wow.
I know for a fact that Masahiro Sakurai is, but we'll get there.
No, Nintendo is racist against females in robotic suits that save the galaxy from Metroids. A topic of humor.
Is that something you can be racist towards?
Yes.
Okay.
The race of chozos like hello?
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
it's pretty insensitive, Josh, I have to admit. I'm so upset I'm spitting feathers.
Dustin VG Master says, "Can we just put Segata and everything?" Yeah, okay. If Segata Sanshiro was somehow in Mario Party or in Mario Power Tennis or Mario Tennis Ultra Smash, that's what this one's called. Yeah, it would instantly become a day one buy.
Yes, I agree.
All right. After that, we had okay. Well, no. Okay. This is one cool thing about this Mario Tennis game, and that is that you can use Amiibo in it, and you can actually team up with them in the game's co-op modes and even online. And that's, like, I never understood why Smash 4 did not do that. So I was actually happy to see that. But I think I care more about Amiibo than you guys do. So
yeah, no, I've got money to spend on you know, I've got a family to support, you know.
of course.
I don't have the time to be spending. I've got to file my tax returns, man. I don't have time to spend on Wii action figures.
Yeah, like every single game that Nintendo talked about at this Direct, there was this moment where I was like, and now they're going to talk about the Amiibo, and then they always did.
Gotta milk that Amiibo.
It's just it's just shite. It's just like, because if you don't like Disney Infinity or Skylanders or that, you're like, you know, you're all right. Just don't buy that game. But if you don't like, but if you want to be a Nintendo fan now, you basically have to be into Amiibo, and it's just, I don't know. It's just like, I'm not really a big fan of going bankrupt, so I'm not really.
Well, at least they've been good with restocks lately. Like, the idea of a really rare Amiibo is becoming less and less of a thing. Like, if you want a character, you can get it, but then you get. But now, so now really, it's just like the $12.99 price point, at least.
Well, I think
not saying that paying $13 for a little plastic figure isn't still ridiculous, but
Wasn't it cheaper than that before?
no, they've always been $12.99.
Okay.
Unless you buy them at Toys R Us.
They're fucking £15 over here, I think. They're £15 in game, and pounds are more expensive than dollars.
Jeez, yeah, you're right.
It's like 1.5. I think a pound is like $1.5, if I remember rightly.
That's crazy.
Well, I can see why you I can see why you don't want any then. Jeez.
Yeah, that's a bit of a jip. What the fuck, Nintendo? I have a family to feed.
You know, if I was smart, I would have given this list to one of you guys, so that so I didn't have to keep pausing and looking at it.
Oh.
All right, next up we had Xenoblade Chronicles X.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyone?
Give it to me.
All right, go ahead.
What I really like about it is it's taken out the pedophilia.
Right. Has that been a problem with Xenoblade previously?
No, that is actually. Apparently, one of the focuses with this game was to sex the characters up a bit, which I'm over it. You know, it's okay. It's all good. We're all good here. You know, no problems here. But the problem is that one of those characters is 13, and she's basically wearing like 2 strips of cloth in the Japanese version. That's Japan. That's a whole other story. Not going into it. But they have said that they've actually shown that they are changing that for the Western release. They're taking into account those cultural differences, making the change, and so now I can play it without feeling disgusting.
And some people were really, really, really upset about that.
Yeah, a lot of people called it censorship. I think it's just, you know, I think it's a good decision to make. I think it's a good localization decision. But I absolutely fucking loved Xenoblade Chronicles. This looks like it has even better like views and vistas. So I'm just really looking forward to that. That's like my Christmas game, I think.
All right, anyone else?
So I haven't really played any Xenoblade, but I've always wanted to try, and it looks amazing. So I am definitely willing to give it a shot.
They had a quote there. They were like, Zelda fans, Metroid fans, I'm looking at you as if if you're a Zelda fan or a Metroid fan, you'll like this. And so, you know, I was just like, well, what about Donkey Kong fans?
Oh,
do you know what I think Metroid fans would like? Do you know what?
What's that?
Like? I think we'd like a fucking Metroid game, actually.
Yeah.
Well, you're getting one, dude. No, but you're getting that awesome 3DS game with the pinball and stuff.
Right?
Yeah, Metroid Space Soccer, suck my Disney. Shit.
I mean, you guys are taken care of. There's still no new Donkey Kong game announced though.
You got Tropical Freeze recently, dude.
That was almost 2 years ago now.
What? But last actual good Metroid game we got was like 10 years ago. Metroid Prime 3 Corruption, and even that pales in comparison to how awesome some of the other games were. We haven't gotten a proper 2D Metroid since fucking zero mission, practically.
Yeah.
And
No,
that's
Nintendo would seriously.
Yeah.
Nintendo would never do this. Nintendo would never do this because it would be a public relations nightmare and disaster, and the company would probably go under the next day. But if they just announced that Retro was indeed working on a third Donkey Kong Country game, and did not announce anything Metroid related alongside that, that would be glorious. Just to see them melt down.
Well, see, the thing is that like I would be very happy. Like I wouldn't be able to be too. I love Metroid. It's my favorite thing in the world. I love it more than I love my dearest friends, I think is a quote I used in my first video. But like I would find it very difficult to be too sore about that because Retro Studios Donkey Kong stuff seems to be getting better and better, and it started off pretty high in the first place. So.
Oh yeah, it does. I mean, of course I'd be thrilled about it, but like there's just a lot of people who just do not care about Donkey Kong. It seems like, and like there's not a well maybe that's the wrong way of putting it. There doesn't seem to be a whole lot of crossover between hardcore Donkey Kong fans and hardcore Metroid fans. Maybe that's a good way of putting it.
Yeah, no, that's true. Well, you can see why, because one's like a linear kinetic action platformer, and the other's a lot more of a slow-paced like. They both have an absolutely really potent atmospheres.
They do. It's just interesting how this whole thing with Retro Studios has caused there to be some sort of a rivalry between those two franchises.
Well, I think it's quite telling when it's a rivalry like based on because we want a really good developer to work on our franchise first. You know, I think Retro have got it. I really like Retro Studios.
Have they ever made a bad game?
I don't think so. I can't. I think they've got a pretty solid track record. I think maybe the most underwhelming one would have been, I don't know either.
Prime 2?
Well,
Prime 2, yeah.
Yeah, probably Prime 2, but even then, that's a bloody stonker of a game. I would rather play that than most other games out there.
Let's see, getting on the direct...
So far, he wants Retro Studios to do a Sonic game.
Yeah, that'd be great. I don't think it'll happen, but that'd be awesome.
Right.
Let's see, they talked about Nintendo Badge Arcade, a free-to-start crane game for the 3DS where you pay... You play a crane game and you get, like, 3DS theme features.
Man, that, Sellout boys, that's all I gotta say. Jeez.
Yeah, I suffice it to say I won't be buying that.
Well, you don't have to. It's free to start. Like you get like 5 free chances at the crane, and then you have to pay $1 for 5 more.
I mean, I'm just not even gonna bother. It's just, it's one of those things. It's like here's just a taste of what you can get, and then yeah.
Honestly, it seems pretty ridiculous to me that Nintendo is even still like charging for 3DS themes. Like it's like
that's like. I really hope, and I understand that maybe this is just, well, no, it's not even. I was going to say I wonder if it's maybe just a kind of different attitude towards the internet in Japan, but then a lot of other Japanese companies have gotten this spot on. Nintendo really need to look at their online stuff and just sort it out.
Like I got the Sega Genesis theme on the 3DS, and like it plays like the Sega CD startup music and. But essentially, at the end of the day, like it makes me smile every time I open up the 3DS now and look and see that. But at the same time, you basically just spent $2 on a picture and a song to be able to use it in a specific place.
Can I just stop you there because Definitive Dubs said in the chat that Microsoft just bought Retro, and I fucking shat in my pantaloons.
I would die. I'd be like, no. No, we're doomed. We're all doomed.
That was cruel, man. That was cruel.
Dude, you had my... Dude. Just please don't go there.
So we can expect a Minecraft retro game then, right?
That would be worse than Google buying Twitch. Like...
What's that?
It'd be worse than, like, Google buying Twitch, to be quite honest. I'd rather Google buy Twitch than that happen.
So if Microsoft bought Retro, what do you think what property do you think they would work on?
Banjo-Kazooie.
Get real, dude. Nah, they'd remake Metroid, but they'd make it just like Halo. Like it'd be Halo with a Metroid skin. And we're implementing new features to help casual gamers get adjusted to the Metroid style of gameplay by removing all of its core features, like some dumb shit like that, but worded differently.
And then you have to make microtransactions in order to power up.
There would definitely be microtransactions. I would just...
Jesus, this is actually hurting my soul.
Well, no, see, that would work though. Microtransactions would work in a Metroid game because Samus always starts out with all the best equipment, with like fully powered up. So then she'd lose her equipment, and you have to buy it again instead of finding it again.
She actually doesn't start with all her most powerful equipment in every game. Only like in
every single Metroid game that happens.
No,
actually, no. Like most of them start with her just kind of like
power suit, E-shooter, and that's it.
Yeah,
I know.
Okay.
Yeah, Josh, stop questioning the integrity.
He's just being facetious.
I was just envisioning this glorious future with a microtransaction-related Metroid game, and you guys just had to go and just cut me down like that.
I'm so sorry.
All right. They talked about Pokemon Picross. Pokemon Picross. Japan really likes Picross, don't they?
It's actually pronounced Picross. It is a game about the latticing on a pie.
Oh, okay, Picross.
I actually really like Picross. I have the original on Game Boy, and it's really fun. So.
the original Picross on Game Boy?
Yeah, I do.
Like the Mario's, the Mario one?
Yeah, Mario's Picross. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah. I never play. Is it like oh god, what's that number puzzle in Brain Age called? Sudoku.
Sudoku. It's no, not really.
Oh yeah, no. This is the one where like you use numbers to reveal pictures, right?
Kinda, sorta. Yes.
You can tell I'm really excited about this Pokemon version of it. In any case.
Yeah. It's interesting.
Well, they did say it's another like free-to-play game, so that's... Nintendo's been doing a lot of free-to-play Pokemon games on 3DS lately, I notice.
Yeah, it's really
free-to-play? I didn't realize that.
By the way, Sick Crockhead Clamber did really good.
Bright Spark says my favorite was the butterscotch cinnamon level of Picross.
Yes.
Oh my god, nice. I heard what you, I just heard that. Nice.
Dustin VG Master says you have to scan Amiibo to unlock Samus's equipment. Shay, would that get you to buy Amiibo?
I would never buy another Metroid game again if that happens.
Oh god, it's gonna happen.
Listen, I would just I would write a note, I would climb in a bathtub, and I would just tan my wrists, man. That would be it.
Oh my god. I'm loving this dude.
I couldn't really decide between the butterscotch or the cinnamon level, so I just put both at... Well, what happened was I couldn't decide between them, but then I woke up in the middle of the night and somebody had left the level on my floor next to me.
Alright.
Like, you'll either get it or you won't. Anyway.
Let's see, the, Amiibo Geddon. Alright. Then we talked about they showed off Fast Racing Neo, which it's like a third-party developer was like, well, if Nintendo's not gonna make a new F-Zero.
The title reminds me of what was it? It was Men of War or Medal of Honor Warfighter or something.
It reminds me of Super Magnetic Neo.
It's Super Racing Neo. It's called.
Yeah, let me look one more time. No, it's like Fast... Where'd my notes go? Fast Racing Neo.
Fast Racing Neo.
I feel like I missed this one.
Now, Fast Racing Neo, you play as Neo from The Matrix, and you have to race a flying Agent Smith from the end of the last movie, and it should be pretty fun. It looks good.
Oh, I've seen this. This is the one where you have to change... This is Ikaruga Racing, isn't it? Where you have to change your car between, like, red and blue. In order
Do you? I didn't see that. The trailer basically just looked like F-Zero to me.
To be honest, it looks like F-Zero, but without. It's kind of not got that rhythm, because one of the best things about F-Zero was the way you could actually just boost as and when you like, but you had more risk. It had a really nice rhythm to it that this just kind of doesn't look like it does.
Well, like I said, it's a third-party developer. Yeah, as soon as I saw it, that is what came to mind. It's like somebody just said, well, if Nintendo's not going to make F-Zero, we're going to cash in on this.
Yeah. Can't blame them.
No, I really can't.
It looks like a combination of F-Zero and Star Wars Pod Racing.
Well, that wouldn't be too bad. Star Wars Episode 1 Racer was my favorite thing about Star Wars. They also showed off a game called Typo Man, which looks like Limbo, but with words. Did anybody else see that?
Do what? I must have missed this part too.
This was during the little reel where they showed off a bunch of like eShop games.
Yeah, I might have missed that. So I was like away from the room a little bit.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm being asked to say Ikaruga again. I could be pronouncing it wrong. I don't know. I've only read it.
That sounds right to me. Ikaruga. That's how I've said. Now, admittedly, you roll your R a little bit in there, so maybe they just wanted to hear that again.
Ikaruga.
Yes.
Can't help it.
Then we had a scene where Bill Trinan ate a bunch of donuts, and then they started talking about Yokai Watch.
Yeah, what is that?
Yokai Watch is... I don't quite know, but I get the feeling that Nintendo really wants you to think it's the next Pokemon.
I'm here. I played the demo, and that's
Okay.
not true. That's not true at all.
Okay.
Okay, what is Yokai Watch?
Yokai Watch is... Okay. This is actually a really interesting game. I played the demo, and I'm hooked. I'm probably going to get a copy. This is nothing like Pokemon. This is more like Shin Megami Tensei, if anything. More like a very, very lighthearted Shin Megami Tensei.
Well, okay, real quick. When I said they wanted to be the next Pokemon, I didn't mean like it had mechanics like Pokemon. I meant like they wanted to be like that kind of a sensation.
Maybe, but it's really just kind of got its own following. So the deal with Yokai Watch is like, no. If I were to talk about the mechanics, it would just be completely ignoring what you said. I'm trying to talk about it without completely like ignoring your points. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Just say whatever you want to say.
So, okay. Well, my impressions from the demo were, I'll explain the mechanics first just to give you a baseline of what I'm talking about, and then I'll tell you what I thought of it. So, you're like this kid, and the game begins with you finding this ghost thingy in a forest in a capsule ball. Now, I know what you're thinking. A capsule ball already, but no. It's not like that. He gets it in like this little machine that you put a quarter into, and you get like a little stone ball thingy out of. And like this yokai comes out of it, and he gains the ability to see yokai, which are like, in Japan, it's like these little ghosts.
Demons, yeah.
These little demon ghost spirits that like to cause trouble for other...
Capsule toys, I love these.
For other humans in the area. And you can like recruit them in battle, like Shin Megami Tensei style. Like you don't like have to fight them, say, to catch them. You have to like talk to them and have conversations with them. And the way you battle is like, I'm sorry, I just kind of...
You're really high, I know.
No, I just blanked out. That wore off a long time ago. I just blank out when I'm playing stuff. I'm so sorry.
That sounds really interesting, actually. Like the whole...
Okay, so the monster battles are 6 on 6, or like 6 on 3, I guess. You have 6 party members, but they're on a wheel, and you have to rotate them in battle, and only 3 can be out at a time. So their position on the wheel is important. Certain yokai affect each other on the wheel when they're positioned beside a certain other yokai. Their abilities are a little bit different, things like that. So those mechanics are just really cool to me. And capturing new yokai, like you have to bribe them and talk to them and shit like that. And the whole combination is really cool, and there's all kinds of stuff to do outside of battle too. Like you can go fish and collect bugs and stuff, and that all like ties into getting rarer items. And
as you collect bugs, does it dispel the dark world?
No, not at all.
Okay.
The bugs you collect, like you can take to item shops, and there's just like this whole cool crafting system and ability system with the yokai, and it's just actually really, really cool. So mechanic-wise and story-wise and gameplay-wise, it's almost nothing like Pokemon.
Well, your description of it has gotten me more interested in it than anything Nintendo's put out about it. So that's
huh.
And like in the demo, there's like this really freaking hard enemy. It's like this haughty knight dude that's like in the top corner of the map, and he's like, "Do you dare face me?" And like he's almost impossible to beat, and I spent like hours and hours just on the demo, just trying to grind up to beat him. And even like gaining 10 levels, and boy, that took a very, very long time, I still couldn't beat him. So maybe he's like somebody you actually have to face in the game later. I don't know, but
maybe
the demo probably doesn't reflect the main game. But I guess the point is like that's really interesting. The game is actually really interesting, and the exploration itself is really cool too. I didn't even mention how you like have to find yokai as well. Like
that running into a really tough enemy that you can't possibly beat just reminds me of running into that monster, like that giant snake thing in the swamp in Final Fantasy VII.
Maybe that's the kind of enemy it was, and I was just, you know,
like you can come back much later in the game, and then it's a pushover.
Maybe so. That's got to be it. And like, there's just all these little quests you can do. It's got an open world aspect to it, but it takes place inside of one city the entire game, but the city has a bunch of different subdivisions that each have their own feel, making it feel like the game kind of has its own unique levels, if that makes sense.
Yeah, well, after hearing this description, yeah, I think I'll try the demo then.
Yeah, try it out. See what you think of it.
It doesn't sound like my kind of game, but then again, neither does Pokemon.
But like,
so
you know how you like hit-based, timed hit RPG stuff?
Yeah.
Well, you have to be constantly active in the battles. I mean, you can just let the enemies auto-attack each other, but you can make the battles way more interesting by like moving the wheel at certain times and making them use what's called their Sultimate abilities at certain times, because different Sultimate abilities do different things. So, yeah. And you can,
well, John, if you
I even mentioned that you can fuse yokai together, like to make an entirely new, stronger yokai. So, anyways, that I'm.
I can tell you're really excited about this game. Huh?
It's pretty kick-ass. I was very impressed.
If you played the demo long enough to like gain that many levels, especially.
Yeah.
Like how long do you think you've spent on the demo at this point? Just out of curiosity.
Probably 10 hours.
The longest I ever spent on a demo was the Smash 3DS demo, which I have like 20 hours in. It was ridiculous. Okay, so... Okay, John, if you don't have a Wii U, then they talked... We already knew about this before the Direct, but they talked about the Smash Brothers and Splatoon bundle.
Which is awesome.
Oh, that is so awesome. Like, that
is a combo right there.
Like, you can buy... I checked this last night, actually, because one of my friends is thinking about getting her kids a Wii U for Christmas. And, like, you can get a refurbished Wii U on direct from Nintendo for, like, $200. But if I remember right, I think this bundle is going to be, like, $250.
That's a really good price, in fact. For a Wii U, Smash Bros. And Splatoon for about $250, that's incredible.
Yeah, that's
so somebody might want to fact check me there, but I've picked that up somewhere.
It's like, yeah, two of the best games on the Wii U.
Yeah. So if for some reason you don't have a Wii U, then yeah, that's probably what I'd recommend.
Well, I think they're trying to give their last chance and get people to get a Wii U before.
This is really the last Christmas that the Wii U is going to be Nintendo's main console. You know.
So they're trying their best.
It really is a steal.
Yes. SKM Pow JY says that it's $250 on Black Friday. So yeah, that is a steal. And Dustin VG Master is upset that it doesn't include Tropical Freeze. And yeah, well, Tropical Freeze, like, come on, That game is worth more than both Smash Brothers and Splatoon combined, so I can understand why they wouldn't want to give it away in a bundle. I like how every time I overly praise Donkey Kong, there's just this period of dead silence.
Dude, I like
taking a
Donkey
minute to
Kong too,
process it.
Josh. I'm a Donkey Kong fan. I freaking love DKC too, especially.
Alright, so after that they talked about Pokken Tournament, which until now I've been mentally pronouncing as Pokken Tournament.
Yes.
Alright.
I saw it and I'm like, finally, Nintendo's making a proper competitive fighting game. What do you know?
Lennon, you're the biggest Tekken fan.
Yeah.
I know here, so go ahead and talk about this.
I mean, I can't say much, but it looks freaking amazing.
It does.
It's like how it's how I feel like Pokemon should be battling in the first place, right? It's what you imagine as a kid, waiting for actual more like contact and just you move a turn, now I move a turn, and you.
Yeah, like in my head when I was a kid and I would imagine my Pokemon fighting, like, yeah, this is what it looked like.
Yeah.
I was a little confused because I don't know what the story or the plot or whatever is, but they kept showing like the Pokemon
People
sort of like
inside the Pokemon.
Yeah, what's that about?
I don't know. Maybe it's a way to be able to, instead of just going, you do this, it's a lot easier to, I guess, fuse with them or something. I don't know.
They also announced that you'll get a Shay's favorite thing, Amiibo. You'll get a Dark Mewtwo Amiibo card with first-run production copies of the game.
I can't believe that Shadow Mewtwo is a thing. Like, this is the fucking year we got Shadow Mewtwo and Cloud Strife and Smash Brothers. Like, is this fucking 2004 DeviantArt?
Oh my god, that's exactly what I was thinking.
We'll get to that Smash Brothers announcement here soon.
Doing Bramble Scramble. Is he gonna do the wrong warp? No, he's not gonna do it. Damn, rip.
Well, why would I do the wrong warp when I could enjoy playing Bramble Scramble?
Because this level is literally garbage.
This level is awesome. What are you talking about?
No, it's terrible.
It's hard.
This has Sticker Brush Symphony.
It's just really, I love Sticker Brush Symphony as much as the next, but I much prefer Screech's Sprint as a level that has this music. The Bramble Scramble is probably my least favorite of them all, but I know why you like it, Josh, because I watched your retrospective.
Yeah, I would just be repeating myself if I explained it.
Yeah. It's a good level challenge-wise. It's just tedious as hell.
Well, if you're bad at it, it's tedious.
No, I mean, I can beat it. I just have to take it slow. And
I kind of feel like
fast.
that's the sentence that pretty much sums up all of Ego Raptor's arguments on the classic Sonic games.
Not exactly.
What's that? If you're bad at it, then it's tedious?
Yeah. Shots fired.
Yeah. Well, maybe we could let's bring Ego Raptor onto the show right now and
we
have
should.
him answer.
No, I actually do like Ego Raptor. Just for the record, just no hate here. I'm not doing a big Grumps hate section. I'm too tired for that.
I love
Sorry.
your freaking accent, dude. It's amazing.
Oh, thank you. I work very hard on it.
You worked very hard on. Nice. No, I have Scottish ancestry, so I think it's really cool.
All right.
Oh no! Did I get the? Did? Oh no!
What are you worried about?
Nothing. Just don't worry. Just move on.
He's fine.
I'm Irish, mate.
You're Irish. I knew it. I fucked up. I'm so sorry. I ruined the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. I ruined everything. I'm so sorry. Oh my god.
Mate, I'm actually Scottish, for real.
Oh,
I'm just thinking...
okay.
Okie dokie then.
I double ruined it. Good Bramble Scramble, by the way. That was tight.
Thanks. Alright, then finally they showed off some more of Star Fox Zero. I guess I'll take this one.
I got excited about that one, too. Go ahead, though.
Like, on the one hand, it's very, very, very clear from this that they are totally playing off of the sort of Star Fox 64 nostalgia. Like,
oh yeah,
that is hardcore what this game looks like. But I can't really fault them for it because, you know, Star Fox 64 is by far the most well known and probably most well loved Star Fox game out there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm disappointed that it got delayed to 2016. I think they announced a release date for it of April 22nd, and that's disappointingly far away.
Yeah, because they promised at E3 that this was going to be like end of year, and then when they said it was delayed till next year, I thought it was early next year. But at the same time, I think it really shows. It reminds me a lot of. Do you remember Star Fox Assault's development when they showed screenshots? Everybody was like, "This looks horrible." Like this, like actually, like looks horrible. Like the graphics are bad. And then they delayed it so they could touch up the graphics. This is almost like exactly the same situation, I think. But yeah,
what are they talking about? The graphics here look amazing. I thought they looked great.
Yeah, I'm not.
Well, you're saying when it was first shown off, when Star Fox Zero was first shown off, it didn't look good.
Yeah, it looks amazing. It really looks good now. But yeah, no, I'm like, give me more Star Fox. Happy to have that.
Yeah, me too, definitely. I'm. This is probably of the Wii U games that we know about. This is very easily, I think, my most anticipated one. Over the new Zelda, yes, I like Star Fox better than Zelda.
I'm more excited about Star Fox because we've actually got like footage of it and everything.
Yeah, that's true.
With new Zelda, we know next to nothing about.
Enjoy the new footage of the new Zelda U. Thanks for the 10 seconds. Good old Nintendo.
You just get this little tiny drip of new Zelda U footage.
I do dig the cel-shaded direction, but back on Star Fox subject though.
Sure.
Yeah.
They showed off the gyro wing, which I don't think we'd seen before.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's looking like it might have some cool ass multiplayer, a la Assaults, because I really liked Assaults multiplayer.
I don't quite remember Assault's multiplayer.
Oh my god, dude. Did anyone in chat or in Skype play Star Fox Assault multiplayer as much as I did?
I definitely
not as much
played
as
it.
you did, but I definitely did because it was cracking.
It was freaking amazing. Oh my god.
Jeez.
Like the big multiplayer shit back then was like you had Smash Melee, you had Halo 2, and then at least in my circle of friends, we had Star Fox Assault, and oh my god, did we play the shit out of Star Fox Assault. And
I really like Star Fox Assault's single player, even, and most people did not.
Well, because it was quote unquote too short, but every Star Fox game is short.
Yeah.
So it's all about the replay value.
Yeah, exactly. And
well, I think it had less replay value because there was only one campaign. But at the same time, I thought that campaign was more ambitious than Star Fox 64.
Yeah, I don't feel like Assault gets enough love, and I think a lot of it has to do with the on foot sections, which nobody seemed to like.
I liked them, but okay.
Yeah, I didn't. No, I didn't mind them. I never minded them either. They weren't as good as the R-Wing sections at all, but
no,
I mean
no.
they were
like,
fine.
It is looking like speaking of that, the new Star Fox, it looks like it's focusing definitely on vehicles almost alone. Did it show on foot? I don't recall.
It did not show on foot. God, I'm terrible at this. The R-Wing, there will almost certainly not be any on foot sections since the R-Wing itself can turn into like a little Metal Gear.
Ah,
that's so cool. Well, that's taken from Star Fox 2, the SNES.
Yeah, that's true.
Gotta love the nod to Star Fox 2. That's pretty cool.
I would love to, like, Star Fox 2 is pretty. If you don't know what we're talking about, Star Fox 2 was in development for the Super Nintendo and was basically finished. But they didn't release it because they didn't want to steal like the thunder of 3D away from the N64 at the time. So the game just got canned. Considering that it is almost done, I would love it if Nintendo would finally release Star Fox 2 on like the Virtual Console to coincide with Star Fox Zero. I think that'd be really awesome.
Yeah.
I never thought of that before. That would be actually really sweet.
Lennon, what do you think of Star Fox Zero?
I haven't played a Star Fox game since the 64, so I don't have much on to say about it.
Sorry, I was just going to say they actually wouldn't be able to release Star Fox 2 on the Wii U Virtual Console. Because for the same reason that they can't release Yoshi's Island for the Virtual Console, the SNES version, because there is some kind of copyright issue with the Super FX chip, which Star Fox 2 used.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. Well, if Mystery Science Theater 3000 can come back, anything is possible.
Yeah.
What Stripe can be in Smash Bros.
Come on, that $1 billion.
Rikaku887 says that they like Star Fox Adventures. Do we want to go off on that tangent?
I mean, it's a completely different style of game.
No.
It's a completely it's Zelda but Star Fox, but it's still pretty cool.
I think it would have been much better received if Rare could have gotten it done and out as Dinosaur Planet on the N64.
Yeah, it might have been better received during that day and age when a lot of games were more experimental. Whereas in the GameCube era, a lot of games were like already established by their N64 predecessors, and they therefore had more framework to go by. So doing experimental stuff on the GameCube was almost frowned upon.
Adventures looked gorgeous though. Rare, of course, did a really good job pushing the hardware, and I don't know, as Rare's first Nintendo game, or last game they made for Nintendo, rather, like, it always just sort of has this sort of melancholy tone to it, almost. It's like, maybe that's just me projecting onto it, but, like, I don't know, I had fun with it for the first couple of hours, and then I kind of noticed...
I totally get you. I totally get where you're coming from.
Like, I kind of noticed that I was just sort of doing the same things over and over and over again. I didn't hate it, but I never beat it either.
Same.
But back on the direct topic, Mario and Luigi Paper Jam, speaking of timed hits.
Oh, yes.
After Dream Team, couldn't care.
You didn't like Dream Team?
It was just really dull.
It was. I've had it for a long time, and every couple of months I'll pick it up and play a little bit of it. I loved Bowser's Inside Story, though.
Oh, yeah, no, it was it was great.
Like, I got through Bowser's Inside Story really fast. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. I don't know. I've never been as big a fan of the Paper Mario series as I am of the RPGs. So I'm kind of, or of the Mario and Luigi RPGs rather. So I'm interested to see what they do here. I think it's kind of a continuity issue to sort of establish like this that Paper Mario is indeed entirely separate from Mario.
I will say I'm friends with a lot of Paper Mario fans, and they're just kind of salty about it because I like the idea. It looks cool, but they're like, well, like, they really liked Paper Mario 64. They liked 1000 Year Door. And they don't want Paper Mario, I guess, being, like, mixed in with that Mario and Luigi or something like that. It's kind of
they must protect the purity of the Paper Mario series.
I mean, I can understand where they're coming from. It is, like, kind of a mix in art style, and it
does. It looks a little
style,
bit...
But I think it could work.
I just feel that it contradicts the really watertight Mario continuity.
It does. The Mario series is known for not having continuity problems like this, and
like there's bits where Mario goes go-karting with Bowser, which is explained in the 36-page dossier released with Mario Power Tennis.
There was a video that came out a while back that like tried to explain the entire Mario timeline.
Oh no.
Mario has the deepest lore. Did you know that Donkey Kong actually is supposed to be in the Mario timeline? Literally according to Nintendo, Donkey Kong is part of the Mario timeline in some way, shape, or form.
Well, yeah, I mean, of course it is. Why wouldn't it be?
I mean, I can just imagine that the Mario timeline probably has like 15 different like alternate universes compared to Zelda.
Dude, you think Zelda's complicated? Mario's lore is ridiculous, dude. It goes way far down the rabbit hole. I'm talking like Wario sitting in front of the caged green thwomp in front of Mario Kart 64.
Jeez.
Why is the thwomp there? Why did he get imprisoned in his own castle?
That's a good question. I never thought of that.
There's all these questions that just go unanswered.
It's a rogue thwomp that tried to turn on Bowser.
Oh, maybe so.
No, I never understood. Okay, no, we had somebody in the chat earlier say that they felt like they were the only person who liked Star Fox Adventures. I feel like I'm the only person sometimes who likes Super Paper Mario.
Well, clearly a lot of people love it in chat. It seems like.
Are people talking about it?
1,000-Year Door was the best one ever because it like took Mario 60 or Paper Mario on the N64 and just improved it in every way. But
yeah, I mean, like Super Paper Mario is a good game. It's just in the unfortunate position of having to be compared to Paper Mario 2, which is just incredible.
Yeah, and that kind of sucks. It's good to take a game and give it on its sorry, tripping over my own words here. It's good to take a game and judge it on its own merits and not based on comparison.
Yeah, especially when they obviously went to a lot of effort to not make the series stagnate, because there's so much imagination in Super Paper Mario. Like, did you know there's a giant reference to like Paradise Lost?
Yo,
I did not know
really?
that.
That's
yeah.
sick. See,
Like,
Mario really does have the deepest lore.
Sorry, Nintendo Direct. This is our vague.
Yeah, sure. Well, we keep going off on tangents related to whatever series we're talking about, and that's fine. I don't care.
That's cool.
I hope we don't spend too long talking about this one though, and that's Final Fantasy Explorers.
I'm excited about that one, but I can understand if other people aren't. I'm like a diehard Final Fantasy fan. I'll fucking buy anything Square Enix shits out, unless it's FF13. Fuck that series.
Are you serious? Is it called Final Fantasy Explorers? Or
No,
is
it's just Final Fantasy Explorers.
Oh shit!
What is it?
I was hoping it would be called Final Fantasy Explorers.
Are you saying colon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Colon Explorers. Oh my.
Like
God.
if it had that.
Oh, dude, no, I see. No, I guess they picked up on why that would be a bad idea.
Damn it! Damn you, Square Enix.
Oh, I get you. No, it has no colon in the title. But it's kind of like if you ever played Crystal Chronicles, it's gonna have that kind of battle system, but a little bit more fast-paced, and it's got a lot of customization, and it's looking like it's gonna be semi-multiplayer, but only if you want it to be. So that looks kind of cool.
And it has costumes. You can dress up as other Final Fantasy characters.
Yeah, classic characters like Lightning from the 13 saga. Kill me. God. I can't believe they got away with that. But, you know, they mentioned Terra and Cecil, so I'm cool about that. It's whatever. I don't know. I don't care much for the dressing up as like past characters. I'd rather they'd have just left that out and kind of let the game be its own thing, you know, but...
Well, does it change anything about the way the game plays to dress up as these past characters?
Yeah, because you, like, gain their abilities and stuff. And...
Well, that's good, so it's not just ripping off Mario Maker, then.
No. Ripping off Mario Maker.
Well, no, I mean, in Mario Maker, like, it's cool because you're Kirby and you're playing in a Mario level, but you can't do anything Kirby does. And I know that would take, like, exponentially more development time. I'm not saying, like, the costume Mario is a bad thing or anything. I'm just kind of nitpicking it. Like, sometimes I look at Kirby...
That'd be freaking amazing.
That would be complicated, I think.
Yeah, I guess you'd have... Yeah, because Mario level design is, like, point A to
point B. Yeah.
Metroid level design, get an item. Now you can access a new area. Explore this new area with this new item. You got another item. I wonder what the fuck this does. Oh look, you can kill this guy now.
But think of all the wonderful automatic Metroid levels you could play.
Oh yeah, yeah. So I guess that probably wouldn't be a good selling point from just a pure business perspective, I guess.
Bright Spark says that some guy managed to make Kirby work inside Sonic. I wonder if that was Bright Spark that did that. I can't remember, but yeah, the hacks that put Kirby into the Sonic games are really well done. That's a little bit off topic, I suppose. If Exploding Rabbit can program Mario crossover in Flash, I could have done it in Mario Maker. Yeah, that's sort of another thing. I was playing Mario Maker last night, and that came to mind. Like, because you get the Link costume, and now you have a sword, but you cannot use it.
It's just when playing as Sonic in Mario Maker, it like that disconnect, because I'm so used to Sonic's controls. That disconnect was really weird for me.
Yeah, same here. But after that, we had another RPG, and that's Fire Emblem Fates, which has both a red version and a blue version.
And a yellow version soon.
Actually, it's more comparable to I think the Zelda Oracle games. It sounds like.
Yeah. Well, I think it's like, from what I can get of it, it's just like the same story, except you can branch off into two different.
Is it the same story? Because I don't think I think it's like the same story, but from different perspectives or something.
That's what I meant, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like a rivalry going on between two different groups or factions, and one game goes toward one faction, and another game goes toward the other faction or something. I think...
Like it will apparently be still be worth it to play both versions. And then if you play both versions, then there's also a third, like an epilogue or something. I still need to play Awakening. I bought Awakening like over a year ago now, and I still haven't put it in my 3DS a single time.
Do yourself a favor, Josh. Play that game. It's so good.
Fire Emblem is one of those series where I've always wanted to get into it, and I just haven't been able to.
Well, why is that? Why haven't you been able to get into it?
I don't know.
I played the demo of Awakening a long time ago, and I enjoyed it quite a bit.
Is it a case of like you play through like the first bit of the game, and then you just decide, this isn't worth it, or
no, I haven't even tried attempting.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Well, there is a demo for Awakening on the 3DS, so if you want to try that, you could. I tried it, and I was like, yeah, this is pretty fun. I think I'll pick this game up sometime, and then I did, and then I just, whatever.
I've kind of logged countless hours into it.
Dustin VG Master calls it Fire Emblemon.
Not even. It's not even close. It's more like It's more like dating simulator with a tactics mini game on the side. At least Awakening seems like it. The other Fire Emblem games.
And then Definitive Dub says, Fire Emblem is too hard for me. I don't like games with permanent consequences. You can turn that off in Awakening, though.
Yes, you can turn it off in Awakening. Oh boy.
Then they talked about Mega Man Legacy Collection.
I actually might get that. I like Mega Man as much as the next guy. I'm not like the biggest fan of it, but I like Mega Man.
Well, I know it came out on like the next gen consoles and PC a while back, and it's like, okay, it's Mega Man 1 through 6 again, but like this version being on the 3DS makes me immediately more interested.
You know what got me wanting to play it, Josh?
The Amiibo support.
No.
Yeah.
Did you see the little timer function in the bottom right-hand corner that was literally built into the game?
Oh, built-in speedrunning.
Did you see that it was like actually rewarding you for doing the challenge section?
Hey, that's pretty cool.
Oh my god. That's my shit right there.
I didn't believe in myself when I played.
I was
I'm just glad that Nintendo's encouraging speedrunning finally. Like, that's a good thing. Even if it's indirectly.
I was like sitting there like, oh fuck yes, it's like, oh, some more levels for 3DS. I was like, fuck yes, and it was like, oh, and we have 11 more levels. I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, like good on you, this is great. But you have to buy an Amiibo, and just like, fuck off. Like, I'm deliberately buying the 3DS now. I'm gonna get it on Steam instead. Here's
a golden Mega Man. Like, yeah, I feel you.
Well, the base Mega Man Amiibo is actually one of my favorites. It's very pretty. The gold Mega Man Amiibo just is, God, that's stupid. That's like the gold Mario Amiibo was already dumb. Like, if you're gonna have a special Amiibo for Legacy Collection, make it like at least like you can use the same Mega Man mold. Just do Proto Man or something.
Or do like the 2D sprite.
Yeah, that'd be easy too.
Yeah, I don't know. I just saw that and it just like put me right off.
But yeah, so it's Mega Man 1 through 6, and I don't know, I feel like Mega Man kind of has the same, a similar problem with its compilations to what Sonic does, in that Anniversary Collection was pretty much was really, really, really good, and none of the other compilations have ever quite lived up to it. And sort of the same way that Sonic has with Sonic Jam. Like, no Sonic compilation matches the features of Sonic Jam, and therefore, like, well, why do they keep doing this?
Well, we never actually got... I actually own Mega Man Anniversary Collection, but I can't play it because it's region locked. It was never released in Europe. And my friend sent me it, and I was like, it's region locked, mate. I've told you this, I can't actually play it. Thank you, but I can't play it.
Somebody says that, the Amiibo content is exclusive. It's not in the Steam versions, but it is behind a paywall in the 3DS version. And yeah, I think we know that.
Yeah, no, I'm just doing it to spite them.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
By the way, Josh,
I'll give you my money in a different way.
I like the way you cheesed the end of Gusty Glade there, by the way. Good shit.
What, by, like, floating over the second half of the level or so?
I know I say the word speedrun a lot, but I watch a lot of runs of DKC2, and you do a lot of stuff that speedrunners, like, normally do anyways, so I'm just like, yes, Josh knows this game.
That's kind of... I think I watched a speedrun on this once, but, like, it's not like I've ever tried to, like, pick up any tricks or anything on it.
You're just like, really good at it casually, which is really impressive to me. Because this is a hard game, okay? And Josh is making it look really easy.
Weirdly enough, I'll probably be playing through this game again on stream before too long.
Yeah.
Go on, Shay. What were you gonna say?
No, I was going to say, like, Jesus, like, you are like having this game for breakfast. You are just destroying it.
Yeah.
I wasn't kidding when I said it was one of my favorites. And that it was the game that, like, taught me how to be good at a video game in the first place.
My favorite part about this level is watching, like, I don't know. You can, like, fall down the level without using the parry, and you can just, like, glide.
Oh, yeah, you can do that very quickly if you want to.
It's hilarious. It's really risky, but, I mean, it looks cool as shit.
Anyway, the Direct.
So the Direct.
We're getting there.
We got kind of off subject. Where were we again?
Oh yeah, I noticed in Mega Man Legacy Collection, the footage they showed, like, the games have, like, side art, because, they were 4x3, so they have, like, art taking up the rest of the screen.
Yeah.
I noticed for Mega Man 2, whereas most of the side art was, like, characters and, like, images of characters and stuff, for Mega Man 2, it was just metal blades. And I thought that was really appropriate.
Yeah. That is very appropriate.
Anyway, yeah, I'll probably get Legacy Collection, especially if I can find it on sale or something. I think that'll definitely be worth it, just because I have the Mega Man Amiibo anyway. And more than that, though, it's just, having these games on, on a portable system. I think that's pretty cool. And speaking of portable games, the next thing we talked about was Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow.
Oh, baby. As soon as they said we're doing, like, remember the link cables? Well, guess what? You can battle and trade. I was sold immediately. I was a bit skeptical at first. I was like, this is probably just going to be a console port where, like, the trade functions don't actually work.
That would be the dumbest thing they could do. Yeah.
That's amazing. I can't wait to do this shit. Like, it's gonna be 2016 and everyone's playing Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow again and battling and trading and investing hundreds of hours. Like, I'm excited for that because I did that shit when the game was out and we all had link cables and I was a 3rd grader and we were all on the playgrounds and we all battled each other and it was fucking awesome. And I get to relive all that. Like, it's gonna be fucking great.
There are 2 things that... Okay, hang on. There are 3 things that I want to nitpick about it, though.
Okay, go for it.
The first is pretty obvious. They didn't say anything at all about online functionality. And I know that would be a lot harder than just emulating the link cable as through the wireless. But still, like, a lot of my friends are very far away now, Lennon. And, and I like... It's a little bit harder for me to get excited about this. About the prospect of basically just playing Pokemon by myself again.
But Josh, you live near me.
I do live near you, that's true.
Do we really think that's going to be that popular, though? I mean, like, I understand a certain...
Come on.
But...
Come on.
Yeah.
Do you even need to ask that?
If there is any series that is, like, defined by its original generation in the eyes of the general public, it is Pokemon.
And Power Rangers.
And
Yes,
Power
Power
Rangers.
Rangers.
And Power Rangers, actually.
Everybody always forgets Power Rangers, but I never skip a chance to bring it up. No, but the second thing, and this is a problem that I have with all of the 3DS's Game Boy Virtual Console ports, is the lack of like Super Game Boy functionality, or in Pokemon Yellow's case, Game Boy Color functionality. Because Pokemon Yellow actually did work with the Game Boy Color, and it would like change the colors of the sprites and of the town. Like it was basically worked just like a Super Game Boy, and especially like on something like Donkey Kong 94, like not having Super Game Boy functionality, and just playing it in black and white, like I don't feel like that would be that difficult for them to do, considering like every PC Game Boy emulator under the sun does it no problem.
Well, yeah, because it's like because like Super Donkey Kong 94 was the game that was designed to sell the Super Game Boy. Why was that not included?
I mean, you can buy it on the eShop, but it's just going to be in black and white, and it's still a great game. But you know,
but it's sorry, no, you had one last nitpick, didn't you?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say my major problem with it is that like I'm excited for it, and you know what, I will buy Pokemon Red, and hopefully by that point I will have my 3DS equipment able to stream, because I'll have the 3DS recording equipment. So hopefully I'll be able to stream that. That'd be a great laugh. That'd be really good. But it's just, for me, it is not something to get excited about. It's something I got excited about in 1999. You know,
Yes.
it's like 16 years on. And quite frankly, I don't understand why it has taken this long to get the original Pokemon games on the Virtual Console, because like they were the games that defined the Game Boy. Why is it taking them so long to actually be put on the Virtual Console?
Well,
there aren't any other.
Now's a great time to do it, because we had Fire Red and Leaf Green as remakes already, and then like they were like, well, the other generations like other games too, so they started remaking other generations. Like Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald just got remade on the 3DS. So I mean, they've had to cater to a lot of different audiences with Pokemon, and now they're finally like bringing back the Gen 1ers.
And plus, this is the first year in a long time that some sort of a new Pokemon game, like a new Pokemon RPG, hasn't come out around this time of year.
Yeah, we've had Pokemon releases yearly, except for this one. Like Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald doesn't really count. I'm sorry, it's a remake. It doesn't count. We've had new releases every year, I should say. Like, ugh.
Somebody says Yellow does have color that they showed the title screen. In that case, why would you buy any one of these other than Yellow?
Oh, don't buy Yellow.
Yellow's the one I'm getting just because I grew up with it.
Because Red, I grew up with Red.
Yeah, that's why.
I'm gonna get Red because Pikachu can frankly fuck off.
And Missing
Yes.
No. Missing No, it will be in Red and Blue, but not Yellow.
You can get all 3 starters in Yellow, though.
Yeah, you can. but can you get infinite rare candies?
No, you can't. I wonder if they're gonna keep those glitches in. That's another thing.
Nintendo Virtual Console
hope
stuff
so.
always, it never changes anything about that stuff.
That's
But-
true. I was able to do I do Link's Awakening stuff, and I was able to do the Deathel skip glitch on that. So yeah, they're probably gonna keep all the other stuff in.
Unless, and this is my third and final nitpick, the only way I can see them fixing some of those glitches, and frankly, I really wish they would just do this, and that's make these versions compatible with Pokemon Bank, so that you could bring the Pokemon that you catch in Gen 1 in these Gen 1
Well, how would that
versions.
work though? Because the
They would be able to.
the DV system, and DVs were the primitive version of effort values. It says number between 0 and 14, whereas effort values are a number between 0 and 128. The programming values are not compatible with each other. So I don't know how they're going to do
the way
that.
that the original Pokemon, the original 2 generations, that was why they weren't compatible between Generation 2 and 3. Well, one of the reasons. Because like the framework to actually build a Pokemon is entirely different, because I don't think they had individual values. Because if you wanted a shiny Pokemon in Generation 2, it would be based on that Pokemon's IVs rather than its individual number.
And it's not that I don't know about all that. I mean, I'm sure some people in chat and some people listening don't, but Linkara, who does the Atop the Fourth Wall comic book reviews, like, has this whole, like, got obsessed there for a while with, like, fashioning a way to transfer Pokemon from Gen 1 up to the current day. And, like, there is some way of, like, sort of approximating that and keeping it fair and making it possible. And, like I said, I don't think Nintendo will actually do this because they'll just want to keep the missing no glitch in and keep... And I'm not saying it wouldn't be a lot of work, I just think it could be done. And it would make me a lot more excited about this than I am.
If they find some way to do it, that would be cool. But they'd probably have to make, like... I guess on a programming level, it could be done. It would just be a lot of work.
Yeah, I think it would just be more effort than they would probably be really willing to put into it.
So what you're saying is Nintendo needs more effort values.
Yes, exactly. We need to EV train Nintendo.
EV train Reggie Fils-Aimé.
Oh my god. So what'd you guys think of the skit in the Nintendo Direct where the guy's eating all the donuts? My Twitter feed just blew up. They were like, Bill! That was amazing.
Yeah, that's how they led into Yokai Watch. It was typical Nintendo Direct stuff, and I'm glad to see they still have that because I always sort of associated that style with Iwata.
Yeah.
And I did pause the video and look at the the board. Like it was something to the effect of like, Part 1, discuss meeting. Part 2, discuss the plan.
Very important meeting.
Yes, very important meeting. Bill!
Bill, science rules. So Pokemon, Bill Nye the Science Guy, another 90s nostalgia. Man, like if you were a 90s kid. Oh my gosh.
But, yeah, in any case, I wish it was online, or I wish you could.
There's probably going to be online features. There's probably going to be a way to trick the game into thinking that your friend is right next to you, but you can actually like access your friends list somehow. I don't know.
Well, yeah, if we could hack the 3DS to that degree, that maybe. But
I mean, there's going to be some way that they're going to implement like online. It's going to happen somehow. Like, maybe you'll be able to go into your 3DS. This is just pure speculation. You go into your friends menu, and you're like, okay, I want to... Actually, no, that wouldn't fucking work. Never mind. My bad.
You exchange friend codes, and...
Yeah, forget it.
If I do pick this up, I'll probably get the yellow version, I guess. Just because you can, like, yeah, you can get all 3 starters in it, and it'll be in color, apparently, so that's...
Yeah, I think I'm going to get red, because I'm
Who's
not
ready
really...
for, like, Pokemon tournaments again in the first gen?
Oh no.
There's tournaments everywhere where I live, and, like...
Here comes the psychic Pokemon.
Yeah, all you have to do is catch psychic types, and you're good.
Yeah, like, this is the generation that all you needed was an Alakazam, and you're good to go. You don't even need to EV train them in this generation. You can just level them up, and they're good.
I remember playing, like, Fire Red and Leaf Green when I was in high school, and being so confused because, like, this guy would send out, like, a Tyranitar and beat my Mewtwo, and that just didn't seem fair to me.
Yeah. Yeah, you didn't
like,
know what... Did you know what,
you shouldn't
like,
be able to beat
type
Mewtwo.
was, or no?
I probably didn't really pay attention.
Oh, okay.
Basically, until Pokemon X and Y, almost all of my knowledge of Pokemon came from the first gen, even though I kept playing them. I just would always base... I would just always base my decisions on what would have worked then.
Oh, okay. I remember when... Oh my gosh. I remember when Gen 2 came out. They're probably going to release... Oh god, they're going to go full circle. They're going to release Gold, Silver, and Crystal. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, if Red, Blue, and Yellow do well, they probably will, actually.
I mean, it's a good cash.
In fact, do you know what will be good about this? Is that there'll be no more problems with people's batteries running out, because that's been one of the major problems of preserving the original Pokemon games, is the cartridge battery.
Yeah,
oh, so that's a positive. Yeah.
Yeah, because like in a few hundred years, you could still have the same file of Pokemon. Actually, no, you'd be dead. forgot about that.
Wow.
That's a little bit of a concern. But you could pass it on to your kids. I loved when they announced Pokemon Box, they were like implying that like thousands of years from now, your descendants could still be using your Raichu.
I mean, I don't know, because I still have my Game Boy with the original Red, so I don't know.
Yeah, but
You're one of the
those
lucky
games have
ones.
those games have like an internal watch battery in them, and all of mine still work except Crystal. Oddly enough, my Crystal won't save games anymore.
Crystal's notorious for that.
Oh, is it?
For the save battery dying. Yeah.
Yeah, because didn't it have like a ton more features that just meant it had to use
It
more?
drained the battery a lot more, yes.
Yeah. Still good though. I really like Crystal.
Oh yeah, Crystal's muy bueno. So good.
Cheat Freak 47 wants to know what we think of them delaying it till February 2016 when they could have it on the eShop tomorrow.
I don't
Maybe
know.
they're already on the online feature. Who knows?
Well, it coincides with the 20-year anniversary of
yeah.
Pokemon Red and Green's release in
Yeah,
Japan,
I
February
remember
27th, 1996.
Stay on the original
So,
date.
It's still considered tacky to have an all-legendary team. Well, maybe if you play by Smogon's rule set. There's VGC rule set, which allows everything. Anything goes. So just use what wins.
Yeah, but the reason that Smogon has such a complex thing though is because like the Mega Evolutions have completely borked the balance up the Ding Ding. It's just like,
the balance of the Ding Ding.
No,
Yeah,
the
they
reason
borked
Smogon
up.
has those rule sets is to show off the unique abilities of each and every Pokemon and give them all a competitive space. There's OU,
Yeah.
UU, and all the rest.
So on.
There's
Yeah.
RU,
And the
AU,
rest.
Ubers. There's a lot. There's also like we've now got Pokemon like Mega Rayquaza and Mega Gengar that have been banned from Ubers. They've
Yep.
been
So-
banned from the ban list.
Yep, there's
I-
a new tier above Ubers called Anything Goes. And yeah, it's exactly what it sounds like.
This is my second least favorite level in Donkey Kong Country 2, by the way.
Oh,
Just
Rip,
throwing
you
that
don't
out
know the... You don't know the skip.
No, I know there is a skip, but I've never done it.
Oh, it's really hard to get, and it's version specific too. Like you need a 1.0 cart. If it's on 1.1, rest in peace.
Well, this is the Virtual Console version, so I doubt it
it's
has it anyway.
1.1 in. Yeah, this level is kind of but
Designer Colors says the balance of the Ding Ding is the perfect description of the Pokemon meta.
It is kind of Ding Ding.
Alright, then they showed off a female Link named Linkle. Lennon, you can react to that?
Just
Oh my freaking
died
god.
laughing. Linkle? Really, Nintendo? You didn't make your own unique female character. You had to make waifu Link.
Linkle.
That is
She's
not
gonna
even a
pull off her
creative
mask
name.
and it'll be Tinkle.
Linkle? Come on, dude. That sounds
I
like
was trying to
Tinkle,
figure
bro.
out, like, because it seemed like they were kind of implying, but I'm not sure that it's supposed to be Zelda or just a random new character.
I'm looking forward to playing as Linkle on my Wii.
Just fuck my shit up, Doc.
See, what I suspect happened was that Team Ninja and Omega Force were really, really disappointed that Link didn't have tits. So they were just like, got a plan, guys. Got the solution.
Well, everyone was freaking out because they thought
Yeah,
Link in
she's
the new
adorable as
Wii
heck,
game.
but bless Nintendo, your naming is better than this. Come on.
I mean... and she uses a heel kick instead of a spin sword.
Double crossbows.
And then the guy
She's Demon
flipping
Hunter
comes-
from Diablo 3, dude.
But she
Double
said, like,
crossbows.
the guy came out and said something like, well, I guess if Link uses a spin attack, you could call this a spin kick. And I'm like, that's not a fucking good line, mate. That's...
That just sounds like a really bad pun setup that failed.
That's
Like,
not a
he
pun
tried
at
to
all.
make a pun, and midway through his thought process, he's like, wait, that doesn't work. I'll just say something random now. I don't know. God, this level sucks.
This level is just boring. It goes on too long. I do need to figure out how to skip it. My least favorite level in this game, by the way, is Glimmer's Galleon, because it's the only level that's all underwater.
Yep.
And then probably my third least favorite is Red Hot Ride, but it's not too bad because you can skip it.
Yep.
Josh, why don't you enumerate all of your favorites to least favorite levels in this game? Go.
Oh, Jesus.
All right. God, I don't even know what number 1 would be, to be honest with you.
Rockhead Clamber, boys.
Basically, those 3 are my least favorite, and basically every other level is my most favorite. It's like in a tie.
Where are we as far as Nintendo Direct goes?
We are almost there. John, you might want to talk about Dragon Quest 7 and 8 on 3DS.
Oh, baby. Let me tell you.
All right, settle in, folks. It's going to be at least another 45 minutes before we talk about Smash Brothers.
Okay, I'm going to keep it short.
All right, go for it.
I just really like Dragon Quest. I first got into it way back in 09, which is kind of late. 09 or 10 when like Dragon Quest 9 came out, and I was like, wow, this game is really cool. So I'm going to go back and play all the other games. I've always liked Final Fantasy, but I wanted to see what Dragon Quest was about because Final Fantasy borrowed a lot of stuff from Dragon Quest. And 7 and 8 in particular are fantastic titles, and the fact that both of them are coming to the 3DS, I'm really stoked about it. And if you like just traditional turn-based RPGs with simple stories and saving the princess and equipment and leveling, you know, all the good RPG shit that you know and love, like give it a shot. It's good shit. And that's all I have to say.
Lennon just sent a message to the group on Skype, by the way, saying that he couldn't hold it anymore and he'd be right back. He missed a golden opportunity to say that he needed to take a Linkle.
Yes, exactly. Anyway, that's all I gotta say. There's not much to say on Dragon Quest, just a fun little series.
Yeah, over and over in this direct, Nintendo just kept going, and more for you RPG fans, and I'd be like, oh, okay.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, was Dragon Quest 8 the one that on the PlayStation 2? It had the guy with the bandana and the woman had been turned into a horse. Yes. I remember that being really good. I played that for a little while, so I'm interested to play that for real, not for play on the 3DS.
Yeah. And DQ7, well, it hasn't actually been localized, so we're getting it literally for the first time in America, and that alone in itself is awesome.
All right, then they showed off a little bit of Mighty Number 9, which looks really, really, really good.
I'm gonna fucking play the shit out of that game when it comes out. Looks so good.
It was a little bit funny to me that we were talking about Mighty Number 9 so soon after the Mega Man collection, though.
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't tie that in. And speaking of Mega Man, Mighty Number 9.
Well, no, because, Keiji Inafune officially this isn't supposed to be, anything affiliated with Mega Man.
But the mechanics and the character design and
and everything about it,
everything about it is almost exactly like Mega Man, which is not a bad thing. It looks
and while
like
we're
a
waiting
very fast-paced Mega Man, which, hello, speedrunning, oh my goodness, it's gonna be good.
Here's one more thing we can talk about while, I'm not sure if everybody knows this, but on the Japanese version of the Direct, they actually announced Mother 3 was coming to the Wii U Virtual Console.
Oh, please let that herald the Mother 3 for the West. Please, just let's get that finally out the way, you know? I am hankering for some more, of exactly that specific flavor of RPG.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So, just, give that to me, and I will pay you with my money for it. Although, if I swear to fucking God, if they go, Mother 3 is finally coming to the West, now you can use your Lucas Amiibo, I will fucking...
I know they're going to do it. You know that's exactly
I'm just going to fix up both my nostrils. I am going to be really fucking annoyed.
Now, if it's like an RPG, just Dragon Quest or what have you, they're probably not going to do that shit.
Well, they didn't announce anything like that for the Japanese version, and it's a virtual console game, so I mean, I don't think there's going to be anything like that. I don't think you have anything to worry about. Although, from now on, whenever I'm watching Nintendo Direct, anytime they say anything about Amiibo, I'm going to think of you just
flipping out,
getting in the bathtub and killing yourself.
To be honest, I usually think about that anytime anything happens.
Aw.
No.
You gotta finish Spitball Part 3 first, though. If you're gonna do that, then okay, but... Spitball Part 3, I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's actually... I need to find the time to get back to that, but it kind of underwent a bit of a restructuring rather than a rewrite. But yeah, I'm kind of getting the enthusiasm back for doing it, I think.
I think you were just really burnt out on Sonic at that point.
Yeah, like I was just like sick of the sight of him, and now I can actually like, you know, now I'm like, yeah, okay, Sonic, it's cool.
Designer Color says Mother 3 is actually only available on Amiibo tab via Lucas Amiibo, so you could play it for 3 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Between that and the Metroid thing, I'm just going to have an aneurysm tonight. I'm going to have nightmares.
Sounds terrible. Terrifying, even.
I kind of want to beat this game so that I can focus on the,
You're close, dude. You're, like,
Yeah,
literally right at the end.
Do we want to have a brief tangent discussion of something else before we get to the big news? So it's gonna take me like less than 10 minutes to do this from here, I think.
Yeah, dude, you got this easily.
Lennon, are you back yet?
I'm back now.
Okay. I was telling people that you missed an opportunity to say that you were going to take a Linkle.
Oh,
Oh
yes.
my god.
That joke was so good, I did feel the need to repeat it twice so I could tell Lennon about it.
That was pretty darn good. I will say.
Shall we get on?
Sorry, I was gonna say. Quick question I thought of was, since we're talking about Amiibos, do you think they're gonna bring Amiibos to the NX?
Oh, duh. Absolutely, Amiibo will be compatible with NX.
Oh, like, see, the thing is I just wish I could like have an alternative. Like maybe if I paid money, I could download it from the eShop rather than getting the Amiibo.
Yeah.
Or something,
Well,
or like those Amiibo cards, just make them more widespread because just Jesus.
Well, the Amiibo cards are pretty much brand new at this point. They're with Animal Crossing Super Party Adventure game, and
How much are the cards?
I have no idea. Anybody want to check that for me?
They'll probably be, I don't know, they'll probably be like $2 in America and like £30 in the UK or something.
Probably. And to be fair, it is £30 for a pack of 5, though.
Oh, that makes it much better. That's,
Yeah, so you're good. You're good.
you know, what's that? That's around like £6 or £7 per card. Bargain.
Now
That's
if
why I stopped playing Yu-Gi-Oh!
if Amiibo cards are compatible with the Game Boy Advance e-reader, then that would be really exciting for me. Did anybody have that? Does anybody else remember the Game Boy Advance e-reader?
Yes,
I
I
don't
do
think-
actually.
I don't think that was ever released in the UK.
I don't think it was either. No, like you could go to the store and you could like buy like Excite Bike on us, and then you had to scan 5 cards into the e-reader.
Oh yeah.
Good times. I don't remember it being that complicated, but it was probably pretty bad and archaic at that day and age.
And there was a game called Mario Party E, and it's actually a really rare game now. And I have it because I had an e-reader at the time. It's pretty fun though. Like, it's like a Mario Party board game, like a real life board game. But then when you hit a mini game, then you basically scan your cards into the e-reader and then play the mini game on the Game Boy Advance.
See, Mario Party E just sounds like a Mario Party in which he drops the mechis.
Yeah, that's the other. Did I not mention that part of the mechanic? Yeah, I was like 14 years old and playing that, and Lennon was here, but Lennon probably doesn't remember.
Yo, Screech's Sprint, boys. This is hype,
Yep.
guys. He's at the end of the game.
Actually,
Well, at the end of the game,
Yeah.
discounting the Lost World.
Oh, are you doing the Lost World too?
Nah, I'm not gonna do the
Okay, I
Lost
was
World right
about
now.
to be like, dang. Yeah, you're about to K-roll.
shall we move on to Clouster because it's currently like 3 o'clock in the morning here, and I better get to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can
That's
go
my
ahead and do
curfew.
that. Alright, so Nintendo's like, we have one more trailer, we have one more thing to announce. And I'm like, oh, okay, it's gonna be Minecraft on Wii U, duh. And I guess we'll find out something about Smash Brothers soon. And then we cut to space, the final frontier, and I hear that music and I instantly know what it is, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah,
I so
I
scared.
was kind of excited, and I was like, dude, this is gonna be, maybe they're releasing FF7 for the Wii or the 3DS or something. I was like, okay, cool, but then it was like Cloud is in Smash, and everyone was excited, but even being the Final Fantasy fan I am, I'm just like, that's no.
Whoops. Okay, now here's the thing.
Sorry.
If you think back, it's not your fault. It's me. If you think back to my Smash Brothers video, my Smash 4 video, what did I keep saying? There's not enough sword users in this game.
That's what I was gonna bring
right?
up. When I first saw that, that was my first thought process.
That's exactly what I was thinking. It's just another sword guy. Like,
we need more anime swordsmen in this game. 13 is not enough. Right now they only take up about 20% of the cast, and they need to take up more like all the cast.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you. I just,
Super sword bros.
Now, in a vacuum, separated from all that, Cloud in Super Smash Brothers, that's very cool. That's neat. I'm not opposed to it, like, conceptually. I'm just mostly annoyed because, like, Sakurai will not stop adding sword-using characters to this game.
Well, it's a
like,
generic brand of sword anime.
It's not even a Nintendo IP. Like...
You know, and that's kind of funny because after I watched the Direct, like, I was reading some reactions to it online, and there were people who were very upset about that. Like, Final Fantasy VII never even appeared on Nintendo, and that didn't even occur to me. Like, that, Super Smash Brothers to me...
that weird, though, because, like, I mean, Snake at least made a couple of tangential appearances. I do think it's kind of bizarre. Well, no, but then again, I suppose Final Fantasy had a huge presence on Nintendo as well, and of course you would want to choose the most popular one over the one that appeared on Nintendo console, so...
I mean, yeah, if you're gonna add a Final Fantasy character to Smash, I mean, yeah, Cloud. Or Sephiroth, but probably Cloud.
Or Lightning.
Or Lightning, yeah, that would have gone over great, too.
Kill me.
I was thinking that, like, maybe they're going off of the big, the hype over E3 when the Final Fantasy VII Remake is coming, but if they were doing that, why don't they bring Ryo Hazuki in there?
Right? Oh my god.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, Sony must be utterly shitting themselves. Like, they couldn't even get Cloud Strife and PlayStation Battlestar Royals, whatever it's called. All-Star Battle Royale.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
And now they are getting the Final Fantasy remake that is supposed to have, like, that has been anticipated for, like, over a decade, for years and years.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's so weird that the PS4 is getting an FF7 remake, but Cloud is in Smash Brothers for some reason. It just doesn't make sense, man.
On the subject of the Final Fantasy VII remake, like, that got announced at Sony's press conference, but it's never been, like, I think it's just, at best, a timed exclusive on the PS4. Like, it could come to other things. It could come to the NX, for example. I don't know, on the subject of Cloud being worthy to be a Nintendo character, like I said, that Smash Brothers to me at this point is already, like, more about iconic video game characters than it is about just iconic Nintendo characters. Yeah, I didn't even think about it until people started talking about it. And, you know, some people have said that, like, Cloud has appeared, like, in, like, the Kingdom Hearts games that have been on Nintendo systems. And by the way, I am usually much better at K. Rool Tool than this. I think I just need to, like, pay attention to it in order to be good at it. He looks fun. I like the fact that he has that limit break system.
Do you know what I think it's going to be? I think it's going to be another Little Mac. It looks like he's going to be, like, kind of bad in the air. Oh yeah, like, everyone's obviously going to play as him. He is like, whether or not he plays like Little Mac, he is going to replace, like, the kind of edgy...
Shulk, man. He's just gonna play like Shulk.
Nah, I don't think he will, because he won't have the Monado system or anything. Like, he won't have that kind of, like, technicality.
The way Shulk swings his sword and shit, it's gonna be kind of like that.
Yeah, but
well,
it looked to me like he was kind of like, I don't know, maybe, like, I definitely see what you're saying. Like, he's not going to be like Little Mac in terms of the way he attacks and that.
Well, literally, if with Rory being added and now Cloud being added, and counting the Mii Sword Fighter, like, it's not an exaggeration. Like, it literally is 20% of the Smash 4 cast, like, have some sort of a sword.
Yeah, it is kind of ridiculous. They could have, like, I don't know, they could have gotten really creative, added, like, Geno from Mario RPG, which a lot of people...
Oh my god, I hadn't even thought of that. Because, yeah, this is Square, you know?
Square have given them their blessing. Why don't they have Geno?
Because nobody knows who Geno is compared to Cloud. Like, we would love it.
It's all about sales. Like, from a business perspective, it was probably a good business decision. But, I don't know. Shantae would have been a good choice, I agree.
Now, they announced at the very end that in December there's going to be like a special Smash Brothers stream, and I assume that's when they're going to reveal, for God's sake, K. Rool. For God's sake, if you're gonna put another freaking sword user in there, put freaking K. Rool in there. Jesus Christ.
Put Dark Samus in there.
Yeah, Donkey Kong needs more representation in Smash besides just like Diddy Kong and Donkey. Like, why not Funky Kong? Why not K. Rool?
I think K. Rool
maybe I'd love to fight as Dixie personally, and for that matter, like, why not add more Star Fox people? I want to play as Slippy with his blaster. What you know? Wouldn't that be cool as shit? Slippy. Yeah.
I think Wolf is actually going to be announced as getting back in. I know he's been pretty popular.
Oh, really?
I don't know. As far as Cloud goes, though, I don't mind it. But if we don't get K. Rool, then I'll probably be a little bit more salty about it than I am right now.
Yeah, I wondered if that was a result of the poll or not, the Cloud thing.
I would hope that they would have said that if that was the case. I think that's what the stream or the direct or whatever they're calling it next month is going to be about.
Yeah.
Somebody says, is Geek Critique reading the chat? I am now.
Yep.
Little Mac with swords. Not enough cute, badass girl characters. Somebody says Shantae would be a horrible choice. If you're going indie, it's Shovel Knight or nothing. I tried playing Shantae for the first time the other day,
I disagree. There's Cave Story. You could add quotes from Cave Story. He was actually pretty popular, considering he had a 3DS release.
And now people are talking about having an Undertale representation in Smash.
You don't need an Undertale
Good God,
representation in Smash. That game literally just came out.
Hello.
You can make an amiibo Frisk, and it looks just like her anyways, so...
Definitive Dub says that he would have put Cloud in before... Definitive Dub says he would have put Sora in before Cloud. I would have put Cloud in before Sora.
Yeah. Okay, I'm kind of with you on that, but then again, I'm biased. I don't really like Kingdom Hearts that much. But that's just me.
Yeah, like I said, if you're gonna put... If you can put one Square Enix character in, yeah, Cloud. Sure.
What about, like, Lara Croft?
Lara Croft.
Alright, so I'll ask this. Everybody, what is your... let's see. Okay, two things. What character would you most like to see in Smash that's never been there before? And who would you like to see that return that has been there before?
Oh, jeez.
I can go first. The character I most want... my, like, dream... Like, the thing that I know will never happen would be sort of like a classic Sonic and classic Tails combo team. I think that could be really interesting, and I would play as it all the time. That's not going to happen, so duh, it's K. Rool. Returning characters, Snake. Definitely Snake.
I'd be okay with Snake getting back in. That'd be cool.
Snake's weaponry made him a little bit weird because they had to keep the game to a T rating, so he couldn't have like a pistol or anything.
Yeah, but he had a rocket launcher, and that was cool.
And he had a C4, and yeah, I'd like to have Snake back in.
I liked it. It made him ridiculous and silly. Like, every time I would side smash it with him, I'd be like, modern technology says hi. And it would blow them off the screen. It was amazing.
I also loved how when a party ball would drop a bunch of food, like you go over Snake and
yes,
tasty.
It was amazing. Brawl had some good memories, even if it wasn't my favorite. Definitely good memories.
I spent a lot more time and had a lot more fun playing like the various Brawl hacks than I did playing the base game of Brawl.
Yeah, true. Same.
Tell you one thing Brawl had going for it is the Snake codec was like 10 times better than Palutena and Kid Icarus and the
Absolutely,
other
it was.
Oh, yeah.
just fucking screeching at you in your ears with their stupid anime voices, just like, "Wow, Lady Palutena, is that Mario?" And it's just, fuck off, just speak like a normal
Wow.
person.
Is that Mario?
He can also fly around by farting. By farting.
And then, yeah, exactly. And then you have fucking like Colonel Campbell and Snake, like Snake repeating everything in the form of a question, like farting, Mario, Pokemon.
And then Slippy hacking into the codec on one of the Star Fox characters.
Yeah, it was great. And then, yeah.
Well, Sakurai really wants you to love Kid Icarus as much as he does.
I don't,
And I'm not going to.
The thing is that I resent Kid Icarus because I tried playing it and it gave me pins and needles in both my arms. Like, I literally couldn't feel both my arms. It gave me cramps in both my hands. It gave me a headache. And I was literally, like, nauseous for, like, 2 hours after playing it. This was with the 3D off. I was
God.
For 2 hours after it, I actually thought I was going to throw up and the room was just reeling. It was horrible.
Well, you dropped acid right before you played it. Did you forget about that?
No, it like this time it wasn't the acid.
Okay.
It was just Kid Icarus's whiny wee voice coming through. Well, I'm an angel that can't. That's not his voice at all. Sorry. It sure is embarrassing being an angel that can't fly. Yes, it's just you know. Also, I'm a big bitch. Fuck off. Hate them.
Now, Dark Lord Taco has a recommendation for a new Smash character that I definitely agree with, and I think Lennon will too, and that's Knights.
Oh, God,
Knights.
no.
Knights would be fantastic.
Not in the dreams.
Please, no. God, no.
Why no tonight? I like Knights.
Long
Knights
story.
is good.
It's not that long of a
No, it's
story.
not a long story.
When Lennon was like, when me and Lennon first met and we were kids, I showed him the intro FMV to Nights into Dreams, and you know that part where Nights like spreads his mouth out really far and like sticks out his tongue or something and shows his teeth.
Yeah.
That terrified Lennon, and I think he had nightmares about it, and I think he still has nightmares about it. So to this day, Lennon does not like Nights.
Every time. Thank you, Josh. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Every single time.
Yeah, Sakurai's Kid Icarus obsession is very noticeable. Rikaku says that they want Earthworm Jim. Earthworm Jim has no chance, but Earthworm Jim would actually make a really good character in Smash Brothers.
Even though he's better than Sega.
Groovy.
Sorry.
Even though he's what?
Even though he's better on Sega.
He's
Sorry.
Smash Run was basically Kid Icarus Uprising Returns. I really liked Smash Run though.
Yeah, I liked it, but there was, like, you could tell what Sakurai's particular proclivity was, because it was basically all Kid Icarus all the time. And, like, no, like, it was Kid Icarus, and then it was Mario, and then it was Pokemon, which seems, like, really weird to me. Which is fair enough, that's not a problem at all, it's just, like, you can tell that he likes Kid Icarus.
Z Doctor PhD asks, what Sega character that isn't a Sonic rep could you add?
Oh, I can tell you one.
All right, what's
Sunstar
that?
Future
What, I
Heroes.
mean, what do you think?
Dude, my...
No,
yes,
well,
go
Lennon, I
Sonic.
know. Lennon, I know, but you go ahead.
I know. I would add Ryo Hazuki from Shenmue.
Obviously.
Because, I mean, why wouldn't he fit in there?
We could tie in with Shenmue 3.
Exactly.
What would his attacks be exactly, though?
Fortnite.
like what would his... what would his
QTE
final
combo.
smash be? QTE combos. Like, even in an 8-person smash, like, as long as Ryo's in the match, like, a gigantic Dreamcast button prompts just pop up on the screen.
But then, of course, the Dreamcast buttons don't correspond to the Wii U buttons, but you still
Of
have
course.
to press the Dreamcast one.
Well, that's when Nintendo comes out with the Dreamcast adapter for Wii U, which they make about 4 of.
If I had a new character for Smash and an old character returning, the new character would be Dark Samus for definite. because I like
Really?
Metroid. And the thing is that like a lot of people would think that would make her a clone character, but the thing is that in the series, like she's not actually like the Dark World's version of Samus. Because there's a lot of things during Metroid Prime 2 that don't quite add up, and then it turns out, like, it's revealed at the end that she's not the Dark World's version of Samus. She is the Metroid Prime inhabiting, like, Samus's Phazon suit, which it nicked at the end of Prime 1. And what it means is that, like, it has none of her powers, it just looks like her. So, like, Dark Samus basically, like, has all these amazing other moves. She can fly, she can, like... She's got, like, a mad shotgun spread thing. She can, like, make copies of herself, which could act like a counter. And, like, Final Smash, she turns back into the Metroid Prime.
Yeah, that could work.
For a returning character, I'm going to go with Snake as well, because fucking Snake... Or Big Boss. Snake, but with an alternate skin for Big Boss.
Yeah, that'd work. Well, they're really, like... Who else could return at this point? There's, like, Wolf and... Pichu. What's that?
Ice Climbers.
Ice Climbers, of course. Duh.
Favorites.
Everybody's favorite. More like the ass climbers.
Oh, God. Brutal.
Burned.
Oh.
Somebody wants Trevor Phillips from GTA 5.
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
Like, it could just cut away that once Trevor Phillips, like, beats somebody in a match, he just gets out of the bed, and it's heavily implied that he's just raped Mario.
Oh, no.
God.
Yeah, that was a bit... Sorry, that maybe went to a dark place. That's the thing that happens in GTA 5, by the way. Just, you know, that wasn't off the top of my head.
I would want Kaz Miller from Metal Gear Solid 5. I would play him like a damn fiddle. All right, so chat. We'll turn it to you. Do you have any other questions relating to the Nintendo Direct, or I guess anything in particular that you'd like to ask us while you have us here? Because I'm probably gonna play some of the Lost World stages now. Because why not? I'm here.
Nice all dongs.
Yes.
I saw what you were doing there. I was like, is he doing it? Oh yeah, he did it.
Well, at first I started to play the level normally because I didn't think about it.
And
like
then,
and then I was like, okay, no, I need to actually do this.
Oh man, you're gonna do the Lost World. This is exciting.
The Lost World I usually have to actually focus on, so I'm probably not going to be very good here, but we'll see.
It's okay.
Somebody keep an eye on the chat so that we can see if see if those questions are coming in.
Well, Z Doctor in all caps says, "What do you think about Bandana Waddle Dee?"
Yeah, he asked that earlier too. Are you talking to? Is there some joke that I feel like there's a joke that I'm not privy to here.
I don't know.
Bandana Waddle Dee is like kind of the new Kirby recurring co-op character.
Right.
It's
right.
like in Kirby's Return to Dreamland, it was Kirby, Meta Knight, King Dedede, and just a random Waddle Dee wearing a bandana. And then he was the one that made the return in Kirby and the Clayface. What's it called? Kirby and the Clay Curse.
Canvas
Kirby
Curse.
and the Rainbow Curse. That was it.
Yeah. No, Canvas Curse was the DS one.
Yeah, and yeah.
Okay,
so,
Bandana. Maybe he's talking about Bandana Waddle Dee in Smash Brothers.
Yes, yeah, that's what he's saying. No, seriously,
Okay.
I want him in Smash. Yeah, I think he is obviously the most popular Nintendo character that's crying out for representation.
I would
Plus,
rather
he's a
have him. Go ahead.
Plus, he's a Masahiro Sakurai character, so I'm surprised he's not in already.
I would like him just because instead of being another sword user, he would be a pointy stick user.
Yay, pointy stick users.
He has that spear, so that would make him different.
Do you think anybody would like have like if somebody came at you with some lingonberries?
How about if we're gonna add Cloud, why not add a Tonberry?
Hey, I like Tonberries as much as the next guy.
Why don't we add Goku? Just fucking complete like the internet's Smash Bros. Wet dream, so people will finally shut up about it.
Well, then we would need Shrek too.
Shrek.
That's true.
Then it would become a literal meme game.
With a donkey assist trophy.
Oh my god.
Dionke.
Actually voiced by Eddie Murphy.
Actually voiced by Masahiro Sakurai doing an Eddie Murphy impression.
Oh my god, that'd be amazing. Ha, I am a very eccentric. Haha, Shrek. Cook an egg for breakfast. Ha 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 ha. I don't fucking know.
That's sexist.
Yes, totally.
Bright Spark
if you-
says that he wants Papyrus, and I'm like, yes. You know, I just want Bone Trousel in Smash. 24/7.
I want former WWE wrestler Adam Copeland,
Yes,
better
I
known as
agree.
Edge. Edge would make a good Smash Brothers
He
character.
would. He has the spear. It's perfect.
He has the spear.
You and the rest.
I want the father of communism, Karl Marx, to make an appearance in Smash Brothers.
Oh my god.
Hitler is a stage boss on his stage.
You know, Hitler was actually in a video game as a boss. I'm not even
Well,
joking.
yeah, he was in Bionic
Not
Commando.
surprised.
He was in Persona
can I tell you
2
a story about
Eternal
Bionic
Punishment.
Do you have a story about what now?
I have a story about Bionic Commando.
Go for it.
Right.
Wait. Does this story start in New Jersey? Because
It doesn't.
I'm not sure if I want to hear it otherwise.
It starts in
Okay.
Dundee. So, it all started in New Jersey. No, it didn't. It started in Dundee. And we were meeting, like, because I'm doing a comic studies course, and we were meeting Dave Gibbons of Watchmen fame. And so he was doing his big talk in front of the crowd before he did the meet and greet, and and he was sitting there, and he was saying that he did like some work on some computer games. And he was like, and then he changed the slide, and it was a picture of Bionic Commando, and he apparently he did the art for Bionic Commando, which I didn't realize. And he's like, so can anybody tell me who this is? And just in front of this like entire audience full of people, I was like, Bionic Commando. And he was like, yes, correct. He never asked any other questions throughout
Josh,
the rest
that
of
Rhino
it.
segment was beautiful.
Thank
Holy
you.
shit.
Like,
Sorry.
he only asked one question throughout the whole thing, and it was the Bionic Commando one. So I am forever preserved as fucking that guy.
No, I understand that. I too have embarrassed myself by being too excited at conventions.
Same, dude.
Um,
I saw someone dressed up as Surge from Chrono Cross of all people, and I'm a sucker for obscure RPGs. And holy shit, someone was dressed as Surge from Chrono Cross. I was just like, dude. And
would you have
I'm
rather
pretty
had
sure I still-
Chrono in? Would you have rather had Chrono than Cloud?
Oh my god. Not even a yes. Actually, now that you mention it,
Yeah.
fuck yes. Yes,
Why
I would.
not?
He was on a Super Nintendo console. He's a very iconic character. Oh my god.
Josh,
I mean, I'd
Yes.
have rather had Geno, but
I mean, he's the closest thing to Goku without being Goku. He's just red-haired Goku with a sword, so...
Like his
Yeah,
final
yeah, that's
smash
true.
is he can nick your lunch.
I can't believe I actually get that joke,
His
but I
final
do.
smash would... I don't know. It'd be Luminaire, probably.
No, I like
But
Jay's
then
suggestion.
again, like...
That's
Josh
that's
is
canonically
right,
what
though.
it is
He'd
now.
just be another sword user, so... eh.
Just take them all out except Chrono.
including Link. Don't, get rid of
Hey,
Link.
hey,
He's not important enough.
Link is fine.
Put Linkle in there.
Oh my...
Oh God!
Are they gonna
It's
put
gonna. That's what it's gonna.
It's
That's
gonna
what it's gonna fucking be.
It's gonna happen.
The result of the Smash ballot was inexplicably Linkle won.
I mean, they already put like the female version of Marth in there, so
Oh my God.
Oh,
yeah,
my... Did
Marthet.
you just... I was
What's her
surprised.
name again? Looney Tunes.
Wasn't a wasn't
Looney
actually-
Tunes. Yeah, put Bugs Bunny in there. He's an iconic character.
Why? Just everybody in there. Why not?
Put Shay in there.
So am I one of those people that just doesn't really care who's in Smash 4? Like, whatever.
No, honestly, like, all joking aside, I'm actually not that fussed. You know, like, when Cloud was in there, I was kind of struck by just it was more weird that actually happened.
Yeah,
considering
yeah,
much
that's how
has
I
been-
felt.
But like I thought, oh, it's a bit weird that he's not a Nintendo character. It's a bit weird that like kind of that complete like fan joke / dream came true. But yeah, like I've still not bought the Ryu DLC or Lucas or anybody.
My immediate reaction was one of like being way too much of a fanboy, and that was, oh, so yeah, this is who we get instead of K. Rool. But then, you know, like that's not necessarily the case at all. And even going on that, like I understand that having Cloud in there is a very big deal. Like I understand that there are going to be a lot of people who are very excited about this. I'm just like. By the way, I just beat Animal Antics pretty easily. I don't know. It's. I guess if it had to be a Final Fantasy character and I could have picked anybody, I would have probably picked Cloud.
I don't know. I would have picked someone from Final Fantasy VI. Like
I know you would have.
Hey, it's on SNES, so it made more sense to me.
Terra.
I would have picked Colonel Kurtz from Apocalypse Now.
Dang, that's something.
I'd have picked Goofy from Kingdom Hearts.
At least Bob Ross.
Oh, his final smash
Bob
would be
Ross
that you
in
would
Smash.
alienate his son.
And there's just a happy little knockout in this corner. I tell you what. We're just gonna take this Mario and beat the devil out of it. Oh, goodness.
Somebody says, and one of the jokes in the trailer is Bugs Bunny saying, what's up, Doc?" to Dr. Mario. See, it's all coming together.
I see. Looney Tunes
somebody wants
Smash Brothers would be amazing. Oh my god.
Duck Hunt Duo versus Bugs Bunny.
Listen, kid,
You can see where
Daffy
that joke's
Duck is
going.
top tier. Daffy
See where
Duck, no items, Final Woods, Elmer Fudd. I don't know.
Did you know?
I
Fun
want-
fact, Fud is a slang term for a vagina in Scotland.
What is?
Yep,
Fud.
Fud.
That's
yep.
funny. I want all the red Power Rangers
Oh yes.
in Smash
Every
Brothers.
single one of them.
Or just Captain Marvelous. That would be
It'd be
easier.
like Mega Man's Final Smash, where it's just one Red Power Ranger, but his Final Smash would bring all the Red Rangers in.
Oh my god. That's legitimately very exciting to me, but it's never going to happen.
Hey, yo, what's good? Sony didn't want to put your boy in PlayStation All-Stars. It's okay, though. I got my nigga Sakurai on speed dial, though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Oh my god.
Something
I
I saw on
apologize.
Twitter.
You're gonna have to bleep out that word. That
I am
was
Is
said.
that word?
Oh,
I
just
didn't
made
say
it
it, you know?
200 times worse.
Somebody wants Waluigi in Smash. What about that?
Waluigi! We've got...
I'll have to-
I mean, Wario... I haven't even... Wario's still in Smash, right?
Well, that's the other thing. Like Smash 4 needs more sword users and more Mario characters. So what about
Wait, why
Waluigi
not
holding a sword?
Waluigi?
Waluigi holding a sword, I would actually be in
Like-
support of that.
Do you know what's
What
really
about
a bit
Kiddy
of a
Kong, your
bummer, though?
favorite?
I would
Kiddy
really
Kong
like to
is
see...
so creepy. Holy crap, dude.
I would feel like Sakurai was trolling me personally if they announced Kiddy Kong for Smash 4.
Yeah. Kiddy Kong comes with a wide array of new abilities. His really creepy pajamas protect him from something. I don't fucking... He has
Rapist.
ground armor, that's what I'm trying to say.
Oh my god. Sword
really
Sonic. Sonic with a sword. Yeah, Sonic dressed in the Link costume from Lost World. There we go.
Oh god.
Sonic and the Black Knight.
Oh no.
That too.
I really just think that like Nintendo needs to push some of their lesser known franchises a bit more. So I think we could have maybe some more Fire Emblem characters in there.
Dude, yes, Fire Emblem characters. Why is Fire Emblem so underrepresented?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, imagine if I was in Smash Bros.
Oh my god, I would play it again if you were in Smash.
I would
you have the
name you.
funniest rants, dude. I love it when you rant. It's so good.
Dude, John, have you never watched Shay's YouTube channel?
No, I could listen to you talk all day, dude. Please give me your
Oh.
YouTube channel. Just link it in Skype or something.
Shay was the subject of the first critique tube I did.
Oh,
one of two.
I remember. Yeah, way back in the day.
Way back in the day, way back in
That long
April.
ago.
That's a long time ago, man.
It is actually, yeah.
That was back when I
some-
had part 1 up.
Somebody wants Darth Vader. Ooh, okay. Have Darth Vader, but Darth Vader, make him exclusive to the Wii U version, and then make Yoda exclusive to the 3DS version.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Do it Soul Calibur 2 style.
When we were talking about Sega characters earlier, I can't believe I forgot to bring up Sekata Sanshiro again. Although, how would you make him balanced? To be fair,
Yeah, it'd be no.
You can have Ulala.
of course. I feel like Ulala almost actually could be a character in like PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale. Like I feel like she'd fit in better there for some reason.
I like the one that everyone keeps saying that I would love to see but would never get in because she would be massively misrepresented is Bayonetta.
Yeah, Bayonetta could work, but if anybody wants to play Smash Brothers, I'm playing it now.
Right, I think that's my cue to maybe.
Oh, sure.
No,
I guess I'll boot up. Well, can I play against you on my 3DS, or do I have to have a Wii U?
You have to have a Wii U.
Damn.
You can't play. Yeah.
I mean, I guess I could jump on. I'm the only one
Damn. Well,
capable of doing it. But I haven't
Rusty
played
pepperoni.
Somebody said they should add Candy Crush into Smash. There we go. Anyway, if Shay's leaving, I suppose this is the end of the official podcast part of this.
yeah. That's a fun little podcast.
I would like to apologize to everybody for ruining it.
Yeah.
Honestly, dude, I haven't been able to understand a single word you've said this whole time. I've just sort of been guessing and hoping for the best.
Yeah, it's the accent, man. I get that a lot.
Yeah, the Irish accent's too thick.
Oh my god. Y'all kill
It's
me.
also. I love the Irish accent. I think it's a compliment.
If you guys haven't seen the Mario Maker level, it's pretty neat. Designer Colors wants to know if he can replace me on the stream.
Definitive Dubs asks, "Can I remove kebab?"
Remove kebab.
Well, earlier he asked. Oh dear.
That's it.
That's been your fucking favourite sentence ever.
It's still going on. I'm just seeing how long this goes on.
I completely missed it. I don't know what happened.
I don't know what's so funny about it either,
Just get
but
back to
it's can I remove kebab? I don't get what's so funny about it though. Shay, what time is it there?
It's fucking 20 to 4 in the morning.
All right.
Remove the kebab from where? Can I remove kebab? Oh. Oh, that's my new tagline.
What do you guys think of Ryu being in Smash Brothers anyway?
He's fine.
I
think he's neat.
really enjoy playing him.
He's got really interesting mechanics. And his ultimate is just really cool too.
It's too bad you can't do cross-platform 3DS play.
Yeah. I was kind of wanting to, but it's all good.
ShayMay removes kebab!
So now Bright Spark saying, I rate Ryu kebab out of 10.
Is there like a reference I'm missing here?
It's just the word kebab, it's funny.
I mean, I figured there was some kind of inside joke attached to it. I guess not.
It's just like completely out of fucking nowhere. Just the question, can I remove kebab?
Out of the same place that David Hasselhoff comes from.
Oh, I see in chat. That's great. Can I remove kebab?
It's not funny! Stop laughing at it!
It's so funny. It's amazing.
Designer Color says it's satisfying to see Ryu beating the shit out of classic Nintendo characters. Some bright I rate Ryu kebab out of 10.
I kind of liked the Super Nintendo era of games, I guess. Like, just on the subject of Ryu being part of Street Fighter 2, like, that era of Nintendo games was like no other, really, because you had all these cool third-party titles that were alongside the first-party titles in popularity, and you just had this amazing library of diverse games. And that, like, almost never happened again with any other console.
Did somebody ask this in chat or something?
Oh, no, I was just going off on my own tangent. I'm sorry.
Okay, Lennon and I made a room, by the way.
I saw that.
I guess I have to go to bed soon, so I'll probably still keep the stream up and lurk in chat and chill.
Definitive Dubs wanted to know if he could replace Shay. Actually, not that's where the kebab thing originally came from.
Oh, okay. Well,
And the answer is no. You never get cash in your debs. I'm sorry.
Well, this has been fun, guys. I'll see you all later, though.
All right. Thanks for coming, John.
No problem. Peace out, guys.
Catch you later, dude.
Later.
And definitely check out Shay's channel. Definitely do that.
No, don't do that. Don't.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
It's the worst. My final smash in Smash Brothers would be just to make you sit through 3 hours of Sonic the Hedgehog analysis.
Dude, I would go into training mode and just spam the hell out of your final smash. Good God.
Anyway, now that I'm over my kebab fuge, I'd better take off myself. Listen,
Okie dokie then.
It's been great. Thank you for having me on, and I hope.
Yeah, well, thank you for attending. It's been good.
Thank
you for staying up. Thank you for staying up way too late to do this.
I mean, my sleep pattern's fucked anyway, mate. It's. You know.
Yeah, so is mine. I woke up about an hour after the direct started, so. Anyway, again, thank you for being here.
Well, no, thank you for having me, and thank you all to the Twitch chat. Thank you to Definitive Dubs for can I remove kebab.
All right, good night, man.
Catch you later.
Sorry, I'm still trying to get there.
Bright Spark is also going to bed. Yeah, this stream is not going to last a whole lot longer. I think me and Lennon are just going to play some Smash games, some round or two of Smash. There he is. And then I've got to get back to work on Sonic Adventure, because it's about halfway done right now, and I'm super excited about it. Oh my god.
You're doing a Sonic Adventure? Oh, man.
Yes.
That's going to be awesome.
It is. Main Memory wants to know if I'm ever going to get to the hacking contest. Okay. The tough thing about the hacking contest, and what he's talking about is the Sonic hacking contest, which was going on about a month ago at this point. Like, I want to play all the games in the contest. The thing is, I really want to have somebody else here physically with me to play them. Mostly so I can laugh at how bad everyone else is at Sonic games compared to me. I feel like the Geek Critique's coverage of the Sonic hacking contest is not complete and is not really legit unless we have that. And Lennon, if we don't get the right stage, then we'll just start over.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure a... Okay, if it doesn't matter which stage I pick, we're just gonna start it over. If it's not it.
Yeah.
Okay. It's been like, how many months since I played? I don't know.
Oh yeah, Pokemon Stadium. That's what we want.
Right? Right? Slow motion. Oh.
Definitive Dubs wants me to bring back geek words. Yeah, I haven't done that in a long time. Dustin VGS says, are you going to stream the other DKC games? Yes. After I do the buyout era video, which should be after Sonic Adventure, I plan on doing basically a stream where it'll probably last for, like, a very long time, sort of like the Sonic stream did. Not as long as that one, hopefully, but quite a long time, where I'll play a bunch of Donkey Kong games. Big Brother Earl says, God, it's still not the right level.
Whoops.
I should really just send you this level so that we can do this.
Because now you can.
Alright, third time's the charm. We'll get it this time.
I thought usually it goes back and forth. But apparently not.
I think it just picks it randomly. Dustin VG says he's claiming his dibs and okie dokie. What's your name on Skype? I can't... I guess it's Dustin VG Master. There we go. Okay, I'm adding you to the group call.
It's gonna work this time. Nope.
There we go.
Oh, it is? Okay, yeah. Cool.
Okay, this is a stage that I created back in Brawl, called SMA 2 Fort. It's sort of based on 2 Fort from Team Fortress 2. I'm up here on the sniper deck. You see the covered bridge, and for some reason, this just became the area where we would always have Falcon versus Falcon battles. So, we always play Falcon matches here.
Always. And only Falcon.
Yeah, we don't use this stage for anything else. Also, it's gonna be weird playing with, with lag.
Oh, yeah.
And I hope the stream holds up, even though I'm playing an online game now. I think it should, but stupid.
Hang on just a second. I wasn't expecting that.
You're good. I mean, you said you wanted your dibs, so there you go.
Just a moment.
What's wrong? I guess we could say F-Zero could use some more representation.
Yeah. But, well, who else could you really put in?
But really, the only reason anybody knows who Captain Falcon is because of Smash Brothers, if you think about it. Like, I didn't know who he was before Smash.
Really? I know who he was, but I played F-Zero on Super Nintendo.
Yeah, that's why I found it weird.
Who Captain Falcon was unless you read the manual, which had a little backstory about all the characters.
Yeah, that's
what I mean is, like, at least most of his characterization originates in Smash.
That's true.
That's why I found it so weird that so few Cat Falcon amiibo were around, because he's more famous for being in Smash than F-Zero at this rate.
Oh, the Captain Falcon amiibo is awesome, though. That's another one of my favorites.
I think it's a bit more common now, though.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, I kind of feel bad for being part of the amiibo problem, because I'll be honest, I bought way more than I should have. But it's just, I'll be honest, they look so cool.
They do. Oh!
And also, the thing about the dibs is that I keep saying this stuff, but I never actually... Kind of like, I only half mean things.
No, you're fine, you're fine.
I just joke about random crap.
Designer Color says, so this is a neutral stage in competitive play, right? Oh, yeah, this stage is obviously very much allowed in competitive play.
Oh, yeah.
It's not flat enough.
Well, it has walls. Walls are... competitive players really like it when stages have walls, because it makes the ledge games impossible. That's like...
And especially when you make giant boxes with, like, one little hole in it.
Yeah, that's the best kind... That's the most competitive kind of stage there is.
Honestly, though, I feel like I remember hearing, though, that Final Destination isn't actually the most balanced.
Yeah, it's not, because it favors, like, projectile users and fast characters.
I think they said that Battlefield was actually the best balanced, but I could be wrong on that.
Oh, you want to fight up there? Okay, that's fine.
I don't really keep up with competitive Smash.
Yeah, I thought I had you there for a second.
Yeah, I do.
I always forget I have the Falcon Kick until somebody else does it.
Yeah.
Stupid!
I was for some reason I couldn't decide between grabbing or blocking. So I did.
So you went.
both.
So you decided to do both.
I failed
Right?
both.
Oh god. There you go.
It's been so long.
All right, and now we're completely even.
Oh yes, so even right now.
And then I get on the call and I have absolutely nothing to say.
After all this time. Well, yeah, see, me and Lennon are focusing on kicking each other's asses, so really it's up to you to carry the show on at this point.
If this were Donkey Kong Country 3, I'd have more to say, probably.
I was never going to play Donkey
my
Kong
God.
Country 3, come off of it.
Oh, but you have to. I want to see you suffer through Kiddy Kong.
Now, if somebody made a hack where it was like Donkey Kong Country 3, but with Donkey Kong, that'd be great. No!
Oh, barely.
I mean, I'll be honest. I actually kind of prefer the third game over the first one, while I still agree that the second one's the best out of the original trilogy.
Lennon, do you remember, like, when the last time we played this game in July, like, we just kept forward tilting each other.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
slowly walking toward each other.
Oh yeah, I did that. Ow.
Oh!
Like, I swear, I think I have only ever actually played Smash 4 multiplayer, like, once. Forever Alone.
Yeah, it's been by far the Smash I've played the least with actual people. Which sucks. Cause it's my favorite one so far.
Yeah, I mean, I really like it.
But Lennon had to go and move to Cookville.
I mean, I do think there's not quite enough anime swordsmen, though.
There really aren't. I hope they put some more in via DLC.
I mean, who else could we get in?
Maybe they will announce K. Rool, but it'll be a new version of K. Rool where he has a sword.
Oh, and also his anime.
Yeah, and he has like blue hair
You gotta have blue hair.
and tits.
Tits.
Don't forget the tits.
And his mouth has to be way bigger when it's open.
Okay. Consummate V's.
You know, I feel like a more accurate parody of anime would have just been Homestar Runner, but everybody's a teenage girl. You know, like at some kind of Japanese school.
I like how I can hear every time Lennon hits a button.
I can hear you too. realism. It's like I'm right next to you.
Well, hey, I mean, if you were playing on the Retron 5, it would be like this click stick madness.
Or the Neo Geo Pocket.
Yeah, that too.
Maybe Nintendo will announce a port of Smash 4 to the Neo Geo Pocket Color. That game had lots of good fighting. Or that system had lots of good fighting games.
And apparently one of the best attempts at Genesis Sonic the Dimps ever did.
Yep. Oh, that April Fool's episode was so fun.
I haven't played Pocket Adventure. For reasons I'm sure you can guess.
Yeah, nobody has.
Oops.
That being said, I have a desire to. Maybe one day it will happen.
Oh my god.
I do have this affinity for buying whatever stupid retro console, you know, just sort of I fancy at the moment. So it's definitely possible.
Oh, I felt that.
Yep, I turned it. God, this is fantastic. Like, the lag annoys me a little bit, but like once I get acclimated to it, it's like, this is so good.
I can't be mad at this lag because Brawl's lag was so much worse.
Well, yeah.
So this just seems flawless by comparison.
It does.
Like, I swear I was fighting the lag just as much as the person I was actually fighting against.
Are we Power Rangers now or something?
Yep, that's it. You did that like 4 times in a row, and that's what it reminded me of. Like there's that scene in the Power Rangers movie where, yeah, Billy and Kimberly like backflip away from a bunch of Oozmen. Hurry, let's get out of here! Backflip, 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 backflip.
I remember being a pretty big Power Rangers fan when I was younger, but like 75% of that was just like rewatching one of the movies over and over.
I have seen the original Power Rangers movie is by far the movie that I've seen more times than any other in my life.
It's like, I remember watching it a lot as a kid, but I remember basically nothing about Power Rangers.
Well, that was cool.
Why does the stage didn't blow up?
Someone says, I wonder if the Miiverse stage is filled with cloud memes.
Oh, God.
Well, I mean, you have to post to a support insert character here community, but that hasn't really stopped people before, I don't think.
No. After I hit an up B, I always go for a Falcon Punch. I've noticed.
I swear, Captain Falcon's up B is awesome. Like, I don't know, maybe not in, like, at least visually. It's just kind of like, he just thrusts up, and, well, you know, I don't need to explain it.
He just thrusts up, yes.
Everybody saw it. I don't know how to describe it. Like, he just grabs onto you and just pelvic thrusts you into oblivion.
Oh,
knee!
I still can't grab onto it. Jesus. Thank you. Oh, it mattered too much.
Dude, you have almost 600% right now.
It's true. Almost.
I think it's because there's so many things blocking his death.
Yep. And no, as long as you can keep teching, you can almost live forever here.
Definitive
and that's why it's a balanced, competitive map.
Definitive
balanced
says,
and competitive.
The clicky stick.
It's the clicky stick.
Each one a different message, just for good measure. Main memory says he needs to get to 999%.
Well, too late.
Yeah, it's too late.
What? To be honest.
I'm using a custom Falcon with more powerful but slower moves. So, also, like, I hit you harder, but you also hit me harder.
I keep forgetting that, like, customizing characters is a thing, really.
It's the third time I broke your shield with that.
I might make the game a little bit harder on myself when I play it because I never use customization at all.
Yeah, doing some of the single player challenges is pretty tough like that.
I probably ought to do it, but when have I ever done something that's a good idea?
And there we go.
The hardest thing that I did in this game was beating Classic on the hardest difficulty with Sonic without any customizations.
Oh, you know, designer colors. This is high level gameplay right here.
Yeah, it's the cookie stick. Yeah, I see that.
I haven't even tried to do the highest difficulty. Like, truth be told, it might be because I don't really play it multiplayer that much, but I just haven't played it a lot recently.
Main Memory says I spend 99% of my Smash time in Smash Run. Man, I wish that Smash Run was online. I really do, because I play it a lot anyway.
I wish it was in the Wii U version.
Yeah, that too. It'd be better than Smash Tour, that's for sure.
I mean, I didn't really hate Smash Tour from what I saw of it. I mean, I haven't played it that much, but I mean, it's there. I definitely probably rather play Smash Run though. Because
high-level gameplay.
Because, my family loves Kirby Air Ride, so...
Definitive Dubs wants to know when I'm doing a new critique tube, and I don't know. Let me... I need to focus on actually getting my own content out first.
You can do one on me. Does it affect anything if I have released absolutely no videos?
That would go against the rules, but I would probably do one on Lennon. Lennon Martelli was in the Geek Critique. Yeah, you were in the Game and Wario Geek Critique video. We played Pictionary.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I swear, I think you told me he wasn't, but I swear he was on a Wheel of Fortune or something.
No, I did.
No, not Wheel of Fortune, Family Feud.
Yeah, I played Family Feud with both Kaylin and Steven.
Not me then.
But not Lennon.
Was it D?
Oh no, I know what it was. Lennon, the family that Kaylin picked, one of the people in it had a green shirt and long hair and kind of looked like Lennon, so he was saying that it was Lennon.
I swear though that he was in one other thing, but it wasn't it wasn't Donkey Kong 64 multiplayer, was it?
No, that was Steven.
We're talking about Ryo Hazuki, so here he is.
And that's the closest you'll ever get.
from Shenmue, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, at least you can play All Stars Racing and have him drive an outrun cabinet.
Yeah. No, if Ryo was in the game, his final smash would be drinking a can of soda.
Yes.
Which would not affect anything else, but he would drink a can of soda. Just interrupt everyone else's game to drink a can of soda.
I recently discovered though that I didn't want to do too many Mii fighters because I was worried about cluttering up my Mii maker, but I think since I discovered that they work even after deleting the original Mii, I might go a bit crazier with it. Go ahead. No, you go first.
I have all of the Gokaiger, which I know nobody's gonna know what that even is. That's Japanese Power Rangers, but it's awesome.
I did Groose, which I think is a fair choice. I also made a Mii of Mike Jones, which I will need to make a Mii fighter because my dreams of him being in Smash are faint and unfortunately unsubstantiated.
Man, you've been training with Ryo, haven't you?
I know, he's just awesome.
Now, I have a question. Do you train on the VMU memory card with him?
Yes I do.
Good.
I should probably get Shenmue now that I have a working Dreamcast.
Why would you have a Dreamcast and not have Shenmue? How did you even do that?
Yeah,
is
how's
that legal?
That impossible?
I had Sonic Shuffle though.
Well, good. That's the second most important Dreamcast game.
It really is.
I managed to get a copy of Sonic Adventure with the case and the art and everything for $8, and I'm still impressed by that.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh, go away.
The hand got in your way.
Yeah. Oh shit.
I am kind of glad that they're continuing to support Smash 4.
Yeah, same here.
There's no Mike Jones DLC yet though, so it's not complete.
On the subject of Sega characters, I think somebody from Streets of Rage could be really cool.
Like I said in the chat, Sketch Turner.
Yes! Oh my god, yes! No, never ever going to happen, but yes!
We just need to have, like, a Sega fighting game. Or, like, Sega versus Capcom or something.
See ya! Oh my god, Sketch Turner in Smash Bros. Nobody would know what to make of it. Nobody would know who he is. Except, like, 30-something Sega fanboys from back in the day.
And then also, like, I'll tell you what. I'm one of those weird things where I was born in 1997 and didn't really get into video
Jesus
games
Christ.
until several years later.
Lennon, we're so fucking old. We are so fucking
10 years
old.
older.
Yeah,
But-
you were 10 years older than Lennon.
But as a kid, I did have the Sega Smash Pack, so Comic Zone was one of those childhood games. And I remember enjoying it as a kid. It was one of the ones I
Ooh,
tended
my internet screwed up.
to go towards
lag.
that more.
Yeah. Comic Zone is a very difficult game.
It really is, because don't you only get like one life?
Yeah, pretty much.
So it's like your health bar is drained. And
Finally!
Another choice, again, like never would happen, but Toe Jam and Earl.
Yeah, that would never happen either.
But you know, the 3DS, they couldn't handle the duo.
Or Rystar.
Yeah, Rystar would be, like I said, I think we just need a Sega fighting game.
Yeah, like, one reason I love, like, the Sega All-Stars Racing series so much is because it seems like it inhabits some sort of an alternate universe where, like, the Dreamcast was incredibly successful, and Sega still makes consoles. And so, like, these are all iconic characters.
I mean...
Except for Danica Patrick, because fuck that.
So you're saying if they make a Sega fighting game, you don't want Danica Patrick to be playable?
At this point, maybe I do. I'm not sure.
Maybe it's like the Duck Hunt dog. You just you use her to relieve frustration.
Yes. No, I played All-Stars Racing Transformed on the Wii U originally, and then when it...
Definitive Dub says, I'm really sick of all the Sega crossovers. You hold your tongue, boy. And he also said, I'm sorry, but the lag made it sound like I got a copy of Suck Adventure.
I got a copy of Suck Adventure. Well, is it actually Suck Adventure? It remains to be seen. See the Geek Critique for Sonic Adventure, coming soon.
I do like the game. It hasn't aged well, but I do like it. It's still fun to me.
Lennon, what do you think of Sonic Adventure?
I love Sonic Adventure.
God, you're barely talking, and that's why you're kicking my ass so bad.
Yeah, but this is a stream. We gotta say words.
Lennon, entertain the people for me while I,
What is a man?
Why? Why must I speak?
I'm sorry. I've been playing Symphony of the Night, so.
Ooh, how about Booker DeWitt from BioShock Infinite for Smash Brothers?
Oh, I know. Let's get Simon Belmont in. Oh, never mind.
We have Mega Man. Why not Mega Man X?
Why not Ridley?
Why not Ridley? That's a good question.
Why not Zoidberg?
I was standing behind you and you kicked me in the
The
face.
thing about Mega Man X though is that he would have to have that like he'd have to have like that wall jump thing from Melee.
I think Zero would be a lot more likely than X, honestly.
Yeah, probably.
But because he has a sword, and so, you know,
Oh, and
we
also
keep
he's
saying.
kind of anime.
Yeah, true. He has that long, pretty hair.
I probably shouldn't complain too much about sword fighters since I like
I swear,
sword
they
fighters in general.
like Zero's supposed to be a dude, but he has a long blonde ponytail and like freaking what boob lights or something.
Boot lights.
Well, he has those green spears on his chest. What are they supposed to be?
That's true.
Another thing I found funny about Zero is that he's supposedly like in some kind of shinobi kind of thing in the Maverick Hunters,
insane.
but he's not very stealthy ninja considering he's Fire Engine Red.
Now, how about Zero as in the character from Sonic Adventure that chases down Amy? Would that make a good Smash Brothers character?
They're both robots.
Yep. Or Zero as in Major Zero from Metal Gear Solid.
Weirdly, though, would it be wrong if I said, yes, Zero would make a good character? Because I can imagine some moves. Nobody give a darn about him, but he'd have some good move potential.
No, Sketch Turner has gotten me more hyped than anything else.
Well, it's
just because of
like,
everything, that seems like the most unlikely scenario.
I mean, it's like Mike Jones. We know it'll never happen, but we hang on to hope. I don't know. I just really like Star Tropics, and I'm sad that Nintendo does not acknowledge it at all.
Damn it, Lennon!
How about
My weapons are useless!
Designer Color says, how about Zero is in the number 0?
Follow before me. Oh.
How about just like a playable...
He's too strong!
How about just a calculator?
A calculator.
The final smash is that he gets whatever your current percentage is and does it times 2. Either that or he just divides you.
He divides you. Ah.
Yes, Mega Man divided by calculator. What does it equal? Find out.
I'm still alive! No, I'm not!
I think Mega Man was just the wrong pick against Hazuki.
What's that?
I think Mega Man's just not very good against Hazuki in general. If you had someone like Ryu, you might have probably kick his ass.
Alright, I'll try that. I'll try
I'll try Ryu. Hazuki again, but...
Okay, well, play as Ryu on. I'll play as Ryu this time, though.
Oh, wait, here's another idea. How about Sparkster from Rocket Knight? Oh, never mind.
Is there anybody with a sword that you would actually like to see added to Smash Brothers at this point?
Oh, give me a minute. Well, I mean, I do like the idea of Zero, at least.
I do too, honestly.
Mostly because he's also a projectile user, so, there's some potential there.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. You could give Mike Jones a sword.
Chat, feel free to answer as well if you have any ideas for more sword characters that could be added to Smash Brothers.
Like I said, I'm also down for Chrono, but I know I voted for Chrono as well as Mike Jones.
You actually did vote for Mike Jones?
Yes, I'm serious. I really do like Star Tropics. It's just one of those things where it's like, it's not the greatest game, but it's pretty good, and I'm just sad that it's like, Murasame Castle, that ninja game that wasn't released over here until Virtual Console.
Yeah.
Well, it's like that gets a minigame in Nintendo Land, and, it gets a medley in, Smash Brothers and an assist trophy, and then it's like Mike Jones had twice as many games and not, like, just a song, please, not even a sticker in Brawl.
Dark Lord Taco would like to see Arthur from Sonic and the Black Knight.
For a minute, I thought he was talking about ghosts and goblins, Arthur, and I'm like...
Yeah, that's where my mind went first,
I'm like, he uses projectiles.
Arthur from the hit TV series Arthur. Ooh, what about Triple H wearing, like, his super badass WrestleMania gear, holding a sword?
That'd be pretty awesome.
Oh god, of course you're playing Duck Hunt. Of course you are.
Oh yeah, there's also Alucard from Castle... Oh, never mind.
Yep, he's approaching me. Better jump over him and go to the other side of the stage. I'm Duck Hunt.
Yeah, I probably milked that Konami joke enough.
One of these days I'm gonna catch you. You know that, right? Wee.
If we're gonna open the
Okay.
floodgates even further, what about a swordsman that actually is from an anime?
Frisbee detects it. Oh, can't do it again.
Just the floodgates open.
Let's go.
Yep, your frisbee completely deflects my Hadoken.
I do kind of like the whole thing with Duck Hunt being like just a general representation of like Zapper games.
Yeah.
I think they should get a character to do that for just like one-off NES titles like Excite Bike, like Mach Rider, maybe Gyromite, that kind of thing. I think like maybe Professor.
I can't let him get away from me.
Must get away.
If he gets away, he will use projectiles.
Oh, by the way, since it's muted, I have to fill in. Hadouken! Hadouken!
There you go.
Hadouken!
It won't be in sync, though.
Yeah, it definitely won't be, but it doesn't matter. It's not complete.
Oh, shoot.
Ryu has final
Right,
smashes. What is this
right.
madness?
I've never had a challenger like you before.
But yeah, going off of something I think someone said earlier, I really do.
He did.
I Shoryuken the shit out of your frisbee.
Going off of something somebody said earlier, I really do miss Snake, but admittedly mostly because of the codex.
I thought Snake was pretty fun to play. He could have been better, but I
just
liked him
mean
quite a lot.
more for the codex.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping before this game came out that Doc Lewis would do some
It's gonna be mine.
like,
I helped you fly over there to
Thank
get it.
you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it. I completely forgot what he did.
hey Mac, baby.
That didn't work.
You must defeat my Star Punch to stand a chance.
Oh no!
You must defeat my Falcon Punch to stand a chance.
Yeah, Duck Hunt. My Duck Hunt skills are not.
Have atrophied.
No.
Your muscles have atrophied. My eyes hurt.
Still,
Any-
kill.
You've never used them before.
This
There we go.
character's name still bothers me.
Why? Because he's the cunt.
The cunt.
We're gonna need to bleep that too.
Why? I just said the name of the character.
Yeah, exactly. The name is repulsive, so we'll have to bleep it.
I like how the announcer was very careful to say it very slowly, like Duck Hunt.
I've never noticed that. Yeah.
I think the European name made a bit more sense, where it's called like the Duck Hunt Duo.
It's well, but it's not a duo though, because like it even says in the trophy descriptions that it's like it's really more of a trio.
No, see, it's supposed to be sort of a meta thing where the third person in the equation is you, the player. You are.
Sour Punch toward me.
No, take your can back. It's dog food, I swear.
So yes,
There you go.
When you play as
I'll
Duck
try to
Hunt,
pick it
you
up.
are playing as yourself.
I like to play as myself from off of It's Mr. Pants. Nobody gets that. Nobody.
No, sorry.
I know what It's Mr. Pants is, at least. So, can I say I half get it?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. I will accept a technicality. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, It kind of shocks me that Donkey Kong's B-up is not some kind of barrel.
I think if Donkey Kong was designed now, it would be, but because he originates from Smash 64, when like
that didn't stop.
Oh God!
That didn't stop them from adding Flood.
True enough. I decided to just get rid of your can while I had Mercy invincibility. Take that!
You know, I honestly don't think I have ever used Flood once in a match.
I have before, it's just not, it's not Mario Tornado.
I don't know, I just never found an instance where I found it that useful. But then again, I don't know. I'm not really a competitive player, so for all I know, there could be some kind of frame lock thing. Like you hit Flood.
Nah, there's not.
You hit Flood and it leaves them open for punishing on Final Destination with no items. I don't know.
Get away from me.
No! Stop trying to run!
But it's my character. I have to run.
Nice block there.
Same to you.
And yeah, Definitive Dub says something in the chat that just kind of reminded me. When you guys said, I haven't watched the direct yet, but when you guys were talking about Linkle,
yeah.
all I could think about was Tingle's Rosy Rupee Land. And it just sounds like some variant of Tingle.
Yeah, we never actually explained what Linkle even is, did we?
I think you did. Isn't it like just female Link?
Yeah, pretty much.
And gone.
But I thought that was already Zelda U Link. I mean, no.
Frisbee
What?
is greater than Hadoken.
You guys are telling me that's not a girl? You're just messing with everybody? Okay.
Alright, Lennon. Final match.
Alright.
You ready for the final match?
Sure.
See if you can guess who I'm going to play as.
I wonder. Can you guess who I'm going to play? Actually, I don't.
Linkle.
Linkle?
Next Smash DLC. That's another anime swordsman, Linkle. Or swordswoman.
Pinkle. Pinkle is female Link, but wearing pink colors. It's an even more female Link.
Oh, you talking about Pinkle?
Yes.
Oh, actually, that's a character from Rosy Rupee Land.
Oh, okay.
It's basically this woman, this like much more realistically drawn woman dressed as like Pink Tingle. I can't do it justice. Just look it up.
My MO so far has been to try to do the homing attack.
I've noticed that. That's your main tactic.
Yeah, my main move is the homing attack.
I kind of wish that they had changed Sonic's Be Right to be like the boost or something, because it's like...
That would be so overpowered, though, good god!
Yeah, maybe, but...
Not that I would complain, but yeah.
I don't know, maybe it would only do damage for like a second, and then it would just make him run fast. They changed Sonic's taunts for this. How dare they?
Well, Sonic's voice actor changed.
Yeah, but they could have just had him record the same lines. I mean, it's just, doesn't he say like Sonic speed now? I mean, it's just not the same. I want to let my enemies know how slow they are and how much they should step it up.
I'm okay without it.
Oh yeah, Sonic battle moves would be a good idea too, main memory. Yeah, Sonic's final smash. Now I'll show you.
Oh, that was like a Super Saiyan. Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, it basically is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true.
It's kind of weird just how, oh, okay. Well, I suppose that works. I just saw the taunt message. Yeah, that's close enough for now. But it's kind of weird how many, like, blatant references Sonic got away with. Like, there's 7, you know, Chaos Emeralds, and getting them makes you turn gold and basically invincible. And then there's this giant metal sphere that's like super dangerous, and it's called the egg. It's just kind of weird how like 2 of the most characteristic things were references to something else.
I'm not talking because we're in a war right now, so.
I must carry us. I must obviously attempt to do some kind of... I have to try to do some kind of sports commentary.
Except it'll be horribly out of sync with everything else.
It'll be like a 36 behind.
Well, it'll be a gauge for the delay. And you see, like 30 seconds ago, Sonic started jumping, and let's just let the sound of the clicking just grace your ears.
I guess I could just turn game audio on.
No.
Ooh, nice.
We need the clicking. We gotta have the clicking.
Clicking is very zen for me. Oh shit, I forgot that was the move.
Well, that doesn't seem right.
Doesn't seem right.
Not even gonna taint the clicking with my voice.
Completely even.
Let you have that one.
Do you hear that? Do you hear the sound? This is the sound of clicking.
It's definitely very weird to play against Sonic on a not flat box map.
You're too slow. And yes, that's probably going to have happened like 30 seconds prior by the time it actually catches up. Isn't stream delay just wonderful?
Oh, that's not what I wanted to do.
It's just like I watch YouTube, and all I feel when I watch this is like this could use some more delay. Like I want to have to wait 30 seconds before what's supposed to be happening catches up.
What's wrong? Come down here.
I was looking at chat for a second.
Oh.
All I see is clicky sticks.
This is the Monaldo's power.
Oh God! I forgot to look at what you were doing before I released that.
I was just talking about it. I really do feel like, Sonic. The loss of Sonic's voice clips was a tragic loss, but I feel like Shulk is the new Sonic in that regard.
Oh no.
I'm really feeling it.
I'm really feeling it. This is the Monaldo's power.
Yeah, John was really feeling it earlier.
I was going to get a Shulk amiibo and name it Mr. Krabs. I realize that's not an original joke, but...
Yeah, it's funny. Wow.
But it was a joke that I have to make. It has to be done.
I'm fine.
Definitive Dubs.
Arrowed.
Definitive Dubs is asking, did you see the new Death Battle, Mega Man versus Astro Boy?
I did. It was good.
I don't really watch those, honestly.
My favorite they've done in a long time, they had one of Solid Snake versus Sam Fisher, and I really enjoyed that.
You stop spinning around. At the speed of sound. Except not really.
Actually, I roll around at the speed of sound.
Well, I said spin around, so I was just going along with it.
You know, like, 3 out of 4 of Sonic's special moves involve rolling in some fashion.
Yeah, but at one point, I was just standing there.
Wait a minute, you can jump while doing that?
You can with the forward B.
Oh, I didn't know that.
F.
At this point,
you're boomerang.
At this point, I'm struggling of thinking of things to say about this. I could just spam Shulk quotes for the remainder of the stream, but I don't think that would be well received.
I have infinite arrows.
That's because you're wearing a bandana. I'm fine.
I know you are.
Kovar asks, still going, eh? Yep, they're still going.
Well, we finished up the podcast portion a while back, and now we're just playing Smash Brothers.
Oh, what was that?
Oh, well, good to hear it wasn't awkward.
That was awesome, and you know it.
That was bull. That
was wonderful.
Action. Yes,
yeah,
Shay. At the moment.
Shay left, and we no longer get to hear his rants. Maybe he would have more to say about this than I.
Maybe.
She almost fell dead.
Or at the very least, I can make him try to imitate Shulk.
Wow! Ended it with a homing attack. That's weird.
I like that this is one of the, Sonic's, up throw is one of the only times that we actually acknowledge the fact he has quills. Or, spikes or whatever, spines.
And when he dodges the Chemical Plant Zone boss's attack. And anytime he hurts an enemy by jumping, I guess. But yeah, I know what you're saying. Definitive Dub says, GAY! I don't know what was gay,
Oh,
but thank
I
you.
don't either. Thanks for the compliment.
No, he's just saying he's happy because this is such a quality stream.
It has been. It has been. This has
Very
been a lot of fun.
I mean, I think it got better after you brought that one guy on. What was his name?
I thought we were done, Josh.
We are.
His
Okay.
name started with a D. Well,
Shay. Yeah, bringing on Shay was a really good choice. I think he brought a lot to it.
He really did, though.
Oh, the announcer said game, and it sounded like gay. Haha. Kovar says there's only one thing really missing from the stream. Okay, what is that? And now we wait 30 seconds.
I'm gonna call it. He's gonna say him.
He's gonna say him. VK Mize. That's right. DuckTales.
Okay,
DuckTales is still
I
missing.
like that answer better.
I think I just keep streaming at the wrong time for VK Mize to be awake and sober enough to participate.
So what you're saying? You don't like to hear drunken ramblings about DuckTales?
Well, I mean, if Shay did it, it'd probably be pretty good.
Ouch.
Boom! Alright, this has been a lot of fun, and if you missed some or part of this, or if you're just getting here, I will put this up on YouTube as well. And I'll link to that on... I don't know if I'll put it on the main channel. I guess I might as well. I don't know. It depends on how much work I actually want to do to edit it. And, like, take off this whole part at the end. But we'll see.
I mean, I think it'd probably fit better on the classic one. Just makes
Well,
sense.
the actual podcast discussion parts, I think, would be fine
Oh yeah,
on the main channel.
Oh yeah, I kind of forgot that it was actually.
Yeah, that there was something we did before this. All right. Anyway, thank you guys for participating, and thanks to everybody in the chat for watching. I hope it was fun.
Also,
it was definitely fun for me. Go ahead.
Also, when you inevitably have to suffer through Kitty Kong, I want to be there to savor your screams.
I'll let you know. All right, Dustin, say whatever your catchphrase is. Good job. Lennon, say whatever your catchphrase is.
Oh, that's nice.
Good job. And until next time, you keep geeking.
No,
I'll keep.
I listen to no man.
Critiquing. Thanks.